Hello, good morning. Good morning. I hope you can hear me and everything's fine. I really basically just clicked go live this morning, so I have no idea if everything's working. I hope it is. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Let me move that way a little bit. How are we doing? Happy Friday. We're going to try again today. It didn't go great, did it, last stream? But we're going to try again today. We should be live both here and on YouTube. And it should be episode stream number 6. I know that on... Was it Tuesday that we streamed? That was also stream number 6. This is also stream number 6. We're going to redo it because basically everything that I actually did, I didn't save anyway. So we're going to do it after the power cuts of last stream. I'm hoping that things are now fixed. Just tweeted something for you about the squad screen selections being bonkers after the update. Yeah, Beefy McBeef flaps. I think there's a few people struggling with that. And like the resting of players, there's a few things that have broke in the last update, haven't they? But I'm still on. I've not gone onto the public beta track yet because of those reasons, basically. But I know that there's some hot fixes and things coming too. So hopefully it will just get sorted and we'll go from there. Thank you very much to these resubs coming through, by the way. Hello and welcome. Happy Friday. I hope you're good, everybody. Thank you for the resubs there with Frappuccino, Andy. Thank you for another resub from Ollie. And also Miss Life. You guys are legends. I hope you're all well. Appreciate you coming in and dropping your resubs. Appreciate you being here on a Friday morning. I know that it's work time. I know that it's you might be at home working from home or you're at school or whatever it might be. But thanks for being in the stream. We're going to have a nice chilled one today. It's going to be great, all right? And we can talk about football. It's going to be lovely. Let's just hope SYC doesn't raid today. Yeah, he broke it. We'll blame Matt. He broke the stream last time, all right, with his raid. That's what happened. I'm a good multitasker. Good stuff, Frappuccino. Very good. That's the thing. If you're at home working, you're not skiving off and not working. You're just multitasking. It's what any good employer would actually want, isn't it? Someone to be good at that. You're just practicing skills, really, isn't it? Exactly. Just eating a bacon sandwich while building my new drum kit, which arrived yesterday. Miss Alive, you're an 11-year-old boy, because that is fantastic. Cool. New drum kit. I assume you play the drums as like to a decent level then. What a life. How you doing, Terran? Ostra, hope you're good. In the office working. Yeah, if you're in the office, even better, I suppose, isn't it? We put our tree up yesterday. I've got my little tree there, but we put ours up Sunday. And I was dreadfully ill and it was not a great experience because we also went to B&Q to get the tree. Which around us seems to be the best place to get one. Went to B&Q, chose our tree, then realised we had the car seat and the baby in the car. So I had to then drive Kat and Jack home, take the car seat and everything out, and drive back to B&Q to pick up the tree. So that was my luck. There's your update on your tree. Who we got in here anyway? Because I am just talking about the most mundane things. That it is this stream, to be fair, though, isn't it? We've got Terranos, we've got Terry. I support Liverpool, the best team in Europe, according to the last results or something. They won a game, so I'm very happy at the moment. We'll not talk about football again after Saturday. Which save you doing? We are doing our 3 county save today. We'll be jumping in very soon, and I'll do a quick recap of everything so that if you're new, you can catch up. And if you weren't here Tuesday, or if you were here Tuesday, hopefully everyone can be on the right page for that. Beefy says, I'm not working. You were made redundant by Dutch Bank in June, still seeking a new job, so playing FM 26, 6 to 7 hours a day. Beefy, just make it a job. It is possible. Sorry to hear about your job, though, buddy. I hope you get yourself back on your feet soon, though, dude. Shouts are indeed back, Liam. They are, yes. We've got Miss Life Mushroom. We've got Reese. How are you? Hope you're good. How did you manage to get the logo sorted for the club? Been trying all morning. It wasn't an issue for me, Reese. Check if you're doing the 3 counties ones. Check that you haven't got the current club that was replaced Quorn's logos in the game. Make sure you delete them from your badge pack, and then it should. Once you reload it, also close the whole game and open it again if you haven't already, and then hopefully it might be there. But it wasn't an issue for me, so I'm hoping that you should be able to sort it quite easily. Gazza's in, Kokota's in. We've got Mushroom Man in. How are you? Morning, Clayts, or should I say Claire? We're not doing that. Nope, we're not doing that. But no, I'm how are you doing? Good morning to you, Greenest. Or should I say Gray it? And that's rubbish. No, sorry. Mushroom Man says, genuinely thought Beefy was Village on a different username. I mean, these things, you can never rule them out, can you? You really can't. That is the way we do these things. Dad jokes, yeah. I'd rather have a job than play FM26, though, to be fair, it is getting better slowly. It is. It is. I tell you what, chap. Some of you are not going to like this because some people love to moan about this game. I've actually been playing. When I was ill, I started a save for no content And I was like, I'm just going to properly make sure I get into this save and not be thinking, oh, I could turn this into a video or I can make that blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to play it. And I did Palace save and I played an entire season and I loved it. And I'm actually, and this is a thing, if you make as many videos and play the game as much as I do, you get like this, like, I love this 3 county save and I'm itching to play it all the time, but I know that I have to play it on stream. So it's a different type of thing, a feeling towards it. You don't really have that feeling of, oh, get me back into that game very often because it's just different. You play it so much, you don't have that. I have that with this Palace save. Weird, right? So I know it is possible, even for someone who plays as much as I do, and it's a job. So yeah, anyway. But yeah, Clayts, what's your save? Yeah, I'm doing a Palace one, but we're going to do this 3 counties one. It just feels all very passive in this version. We're not doing this again, by the way, chat. I know that I invited it. We're not doing this. We're going to play it, and I'm going to show you how fun you can have in this game. How much fun you can have in this game. Can't do a Palace save as a Brighton fan. That'd be like Clayts and a United save. Yeah, that's true. I did do a United save, though. I think you get past that a little bit when you do as many saves as I do. But yeah, I get you. I feel you. Being an absolute freak and have a bowl of pasta at 10 a.m. watching Cloinks FM, the life. That is ridiculous. All of that is ridiculous. All of that. United to a save. Yeah, all good. All good. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, I'm glad that you can see, but that's a conversation we've had a lot. I completely, if it's your feeling, I get it. I do get it. That's for you. But for me, I'd rather focus on the positives. We talked about it before. You've struggled to get into the game, but the last 2 updates have helped. Went with Como purely for the front 3, and I'm really enjoying it. Finally enjoying it. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Stan. A lot of it as well will be about finding a save that you actually enjoy too. Maybe it's a save that you enjoy in spite of some of the way that the game is set up. Like whether you can do a save that doesn't quite have the immersion or something. But if you're in like your own league in like the 4th division of Venezuela, you don't really need that as much sort of thing, maybe. Don't know. You've not been awake all night thinking about screens? I haven't, no. I've not been upset about it all that much, to be honest. I love a bit of clumps. I think that is my thing. I need to find a save. There's definitely an element of that, but that existed in old games. Like so many people will go, I just can't get into a save this year. I remember actually, I think I've talked about this before on stream. I know that we're going to jump into the save in a second. I remember when people would always, when I first started doing, before I even started making content on Football Manager, I would always go through a cycle every year of being in like to an obsessive level into the game and then not playing the game for months because you just like, it's, I don't know, that weird hankering for the game isn't there, and then it would come back and it would be back in such a big way. It gets its claws into you and you'd be stuck again. That kind of went away when you start making content because it doesn't stop at any point because there's other reasons to play the game, I suppose. But maybe like a lot of people might just be having that as well as the game, and then when the game is that little bit more difficult to access or get into because of the changes, obviously that's all amplified and you feel so much worse and you can get turned off so much easier maybe. I feel like there is part of that going on anyway. And that's not to say that the issues aren't issues or anything, but the issues plus that is the thing. You're 266 hours in, even on my potato PC with graphic setters on low, visually still better than 24. So little steps to back. Yeah, exactly. As long as we keep those steps as well, we're fixing stuff. But yeah. Right. Breakfast of FA Cup champions. I suppose trying to get that pasta in before a 12 o'clock kickoff. That's basically what you're doing, isn't it? There we go. Pasta at 10 a.m. is wild, by the way. Anyway. Right, chat. Let's go to here, where we are going to be having a quick check-in with where the save is, because as I mentioned, we started a stream earlier in the week. I had a power cut after, it was about half an hour, but it was about 16 minutes on the VOD. We're going to go over those 16 minutes very quickly and just kind of sum things up and then get through things today. I'm aiming, what I'd really like, we've played 27, look. What I'd really like is to have finished this season on Sunday. That gives us a bit of time to get set up for season number 2, and there's some cool things going on in the background about season 2 that are like IRL things that are going to merge into the game stuff that I'm really excited about. So I want to try and finish this season. To do that, we've got what, 19 games? So if we aim for like 10 games a stream, that might be pushing it, but I reckon we can maybe just about do it. Maybe if we go a bit longer on Sunday or something like that. I'm not sure. But if we can try and get through some games today, which come quite thick and fast. We've got January here, look. We've also got our intake possibly coming soon. Cool things indeed, yes. That's always been the plan. It'll be coming back for the World Cup. Exactly, yes. In the defense of my eating choices, you've been at work since 6. This is meant to be my lunch, but just got hungry. Do you know what, Sam? I feel you now. You know when you've packed a lunch and you go to work super early? I used to work 6 a.m. at the at like a petrol station garage in like the shop bit there. I used to get there at like 5:30, and then you'd have a break at like 10, and I'd be like, I'll have my lunch then, because you've been awake for so long. I get it. Do you know what? I understand you. I hear a 4th county's on the way for season 2. There'll be no more counties. It makes no sense. No more counties. But no, getting excited for the Harborough Town game. Very exciting stuff indeed. We're going to try and play as many games as possible. We're going to finish January. We pick things up after this Newcastle loss. Now, we did lose to Newcastle. Yeah, it's all good, Greenest. But they are a Premier League team. We actually scored the opening goal away at Newcastle. Got ourselves £600,000 in the bank because of it. Got ourselves an increased wage budget. Got ourselves an increased transfer budget and scouting budget. It was massively helpful because 52,000 fans came to watch the 3 counties, the mighty Wyverns, if you like. And then from there, we've now got only league games to try and finish off. We've got a sort of title race going on that isn't really a title race because Worcester City are outrageously good with Sam Allardyce at the helm, with Craig Dawson and Fraser Forster and Dele Alli playing for them and Frankie Bishop. So they're going to be very difficult to beat. I actually did add some kits, by the way. Do you like the Worcester City kits in the game? Do you like the Easter egg that I added to them? If you understand that Easter egg with the sponsor, you're an OG of the stream. I couldn't resist it. I thought I'm going to have so much fun with things like sponsors in this save. But I wanted to do like graphics about the game. So I wanted to give them a proper kit. So I made them a nice kit as well, which they can keep for a few years, can't they? Andre Ayew is their captain. But yes, we are going to continue and finish our season today. Yes, Greenest gets it. Look, great sponsor. You see, I haven't actually used that today, but we do have a coffee. We should use our emote. Cheers, everyone. If you've got a coffee on your... I missed the camera there. If you've got a coffee on your Friday morning, cheers to you. Only 3-1 is class. Only 3-1. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Only losing 3-1. It was a good game. We actually went 1-0 up as well, which is wild. I enjoy the idea of someone who hasn't seen the last save here and Frankie Bishop including the same sentence as Dele Alli and Allardyce. This is the thing. Sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't do things like Easter eggs because people are there going to be not understanding what's going on. And then I'm like, that's hilarious. So we're going to do more of it. I really like it. Especially then if you've been to literally the last save that we did and then it carries over to the next one, there's little things that you will understand. So you don't have to be here that long to kind of understand the weird little things, as Sam says, but I think we'll continue that. You don't drink coffee, you're a tea drinker. Understand. Sorry, yes, no, it's Friday. You're right, Liam. You're right, it's Friday indeed. That's the whole point of them. It's a treat for long-term fans. Exactly, right? Even like long-term, but in the short-term type of thing. But yes. That is Worcester City. That's who our main rivals are. We're 5 points behind them. We did beat them, and we do play them again. There is a chance that we play them at home, actually, as well, don't we? So we could close this gap. I'm not ruling it out. We're a really good team, but we've got a bit of work to do. However, before we do that, and I know that I've gone over this before, so if you were here in the last stream, apologies. We do have the small business of a bit of recruitment to do because it is January and I've brought in some trialists and we've been given this extra wage budget, haven't we? Excuse me. So I think we decided, I brought in all of these guys, but we decided that we really liked a new goalkeeper by the name of Nathaniel Nwosu, who we talked about being a bit of a save hero for some of you in lower leagues, in other saves, in FM24 as well. We might try and bring him in if he will accept a decent wage. And then also, we really like the idea of Taylor Richards as a signing at maybe in midfield, but maybe to play as a DM and train him to play there because he looks quite good, at least according to our coaches now. And also, I worked with his mum, IRL. So I was going to explain why that would be a reason to sign him, but I feel like it sort of explains itself. I know his mum, so we're going to sign Taylor Richards soon. How you doing, Holmesy? Welcome in, buddy. I hope you're good. Hope you're well. But yeah, that's kind of an update. Any questions for anyone who's just come in or you missed a bit or you're like, actually explain what's going on with this? Please just ask me. I want this to be a real chilled stream where we kind of focus on the game quite a lot, but get everybody caught up. Get everybody back on the train of where the save is so that we go into Sunday with a bit of a finishing off a season and then into season 2 and we get from there. And then I will have done a season in like less than a month, 7 streams, which I think is pretty good for me. That would be good. Morning, 5 a.m. here in the US. Brock, welcome in, buddy. What a commitment that is. That'd be cool to see. Let's track when like people come in from like the US this morning when they wake up. But good morning. Whereabouts in the US are you? I could probably work that out by 5 a.m, but I'm not going to. How many promotions in this league? That's a great question, Imagine, because it is a really interesting one. There is only one automatic promotion in this league. They are the champions. Playoffs for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. So if it stays like it is, which is most likely, means that we'll be going into the playoffs against Spalding, Needham Market and Leston at the moment, but that could obviously change. Can confirm it's 5 a.m. on the Green Coast. The Green Coast. Sorry, Greenest. I've got that confused with your name there. The East Coast. Michigan. Didn't wake up. You haven't slept. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're just built different, I guess. Noito is good enough to play for Nigeria, so he must be good enough for the 3 counties, right? He's got a cap for the Nigerian team, so let's try and bring him in. Sorry about my voice nasally and stuff. I'm still a bit of an overhang from this this cold that I had. It's like that horrible flu. It's horrendous, by the way. If any of you are ill right now, let me know if it feels like it's the worst thing that's ever happened to you, because if it's so, I had that. And then you kind of be really ill, and then you have a few days where you just have the worst throat in the world. That was me. Anyway, positives. Can you give us a little background on the team, some history? I'm going to leave that one, Joseph, to other people, just because I feel like if anyone wants to explain to Joseph, can you explain that? Basically, it's 3 counties. There is actually a website. There you go. That's how you should do this. Go to the website, and it has a background on the stream, on the save, and the team and who we're doing and everything. It's a custom team, and you can get yourself filled in on everything from there. It's 3 p.m. in the Maldives. Are you actually in the Maldives, Imagine? Say hi to watching, man. How you doing, Blake? Welcome in, buddy. First time watching. Happy to have you here. Norway, it's just over 11 a.m. So you're an hour ahead in Norway, aren't you? Right. I think we can... I'm going to promise him that, just hoping that it brings down his wages. And if we don't get promoted, I'll be disappointed. Okay, super cheap. Super cheap, this goalkeeper. Okay, that's very nice. I've just recovered off it. Defo going around the offices in London at the moment. Yeah. I don't know where I picked it up, but yeah, Kat was really ill, and then I got it, and I was like, oh, it'd be fine. But it was not fine. Really ill. It was horrible. Right. £200 a week. Goalkeeper coming in, I think. We'll do a signing there, I reckon. Let's also do Taylor Richards as well then, as the other signing. And then I suppose we've got the rest of the month to maybe have a look at other players, but maybe make some progress with the save as well. I can ask his agent first. Right. So Taylor Richards doesn't want to actually join us. So that one kind of... Do you reckon he will if it waits? Like, he's a free agent. We don't have the financial muscle. If I, like, fully scout him, can I even do that when he's on trial here? I don't think I can. Maybe in, like, a few weeks he'll sign. Otherwise, the other alternative to him was Josh Onoma, who played for Spurs, didn't he? And has played for Fulham. He went for 5 million in 2019 to Fulham. Where's the menu option to speak to a player's mum? That's the question, isn't it? Yeah, hang on a minute. Can I speak to your mum, Taylor? Because I'm sure she would have other ideas. Like, you don't have a club at the moment. Come and play for the 3 counties. Get yourself a move back up the pyramid. That's the way that this will work. I'm sure your mum would agree. If we're doing time updates, it's 10:20 in Bristol. What time is it now, though, Tom? Because that was a while ago. My wife is just the best. She just came upstairs and brought me a coffee, so now I can join in with you all. Happy Friday. Just to make it super cringe. Up Mushroom's wife. I mean, cheers. Morning, Mushrooms. Cheers. Jesus Christ. If you don't play for me, I will tell my mum to tell your mum Exactly. Perfect. 10:22 in Brighton, is it? 10:22 there as well. Poor Mushroom's wife. Yeah, sorry about that. Right. We're going to wait, I think, till the end of the window to maybe hopefully sign Taylor Richards. And then if we don't get Taylor, we'll go for Josh. Does that sound like a plan? And in the meantime, we'll sign the new goalkeeper. And then maybe we'll do some more. If we don't get Taylor, we can maybe do a bit of scouting around as well, maybe. Does anyone have a Ninja coffee machine? I've seen loads of people talking about the Ninja coffee machines. I can't remember what the reason was, but I didn't go for the Ninja one. I've got a Philips bean to cup that is really good, and it had really good reviews, and I would highly recommend it. But I've seen loads of people talking about the Ninja ones in the past couple of days. I think because one of my friends was asking about machines and was thinking about getting that one. But I think it's more expensive than the one I've got. but I'm not sure it's necessarily better. Anyway, I'm here to talk about coffee machines if you want. Prince Philip's coffee machine, fancy. Yeah, well, you know me. You know this stream, don't you? You're putting the trigger on a coffee machine today. I think it's something like the Philips 2200 series or something like that, Connor. Just check it out, because I don't know if it's got everything that you would want for it, but that's the one that I've got, and it is really good. Didn't you have a DM on the shortlist? Possibly, yes. Josh Onomer is often worth money unless legs gone. I'm not sure his legs have gone. Maybe they have, though. He's not even that old. Get him. Well, that was my thing. I think I want Taylor, because I think Taylor's actually better. But I think we could, well, I mean, we could do both. But I'm going to wait till the end of the month. And then if we don't get Taylor, get Josh, I reckon. On the shortlist, you had a DM, did we? On my DM shortlist, was it? Or is it just the main one? I don't have a DM shortlist, so it must be on here. Nia Kirby we always talked about, but I don't think he's in. Yeah, he has no interest in us. Are you from there? What, the 3 counties, Shawnee? Oh, no, you're talking about... You're replying, sorry. Amazingly, no, the capital city is not hosting a match. The NFL stadium is horrendous. Interesting. That's yeah. Was there another DM that we were thinking about? Riley Robinson, Tom Owen Evans would be a fun signing, but I don't think I want to pay money, and he still plays for Chippenham. Jeffrey Boney could still loan him, but I don't think we need to, because we got Benny in, didn't we? There was a couple that went to other teams, maybe. Anyway, I think we're going to play this first match with this going on. We'll put Mooney back into the 10. Let's get ourselves back into match day action, I reckon. And we can make our... Hopefully sign the keeper after this one, can't we? Right, so bench-wise, is there anyone down here that... Benny can make the bench for his first time, can't he? Instead of Kader. You think of the general shortlist from the Ruin stream. Ah, was there somebody else that I'm missing, Robin? This is the problem when you have a Ruin stream, isn't it? I think it was... I don't know. I think it was just Taylor and Josh I was thinking of. But maybe there was another one. Can Kinsella, who's our backup? Who've we got on the bench here that we might not need on the bench here? Benny goes up front. Benny can actually play wide as well, look. Onomer is very Worcester, he is, isn't he? Yeah, he could be... They might pick him up. Interesting. Yeah, Fogman. How shocking, wasn't it? How you doing, Suspect, as well? Welcome in both. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Right, that's the team. We're going to play a game. It's going to be Banbury. I think it's Banbury away, I want to say, but we will check that now. First game of the stream. We've done well. We've got ourselves into a match today. That's good going from us, isn't it? Let's address the team. I don't think I've got game sounds on. Snowing! Why did I sound so excited about that? It's snowing, chat. It's snowing. There is the Banbury team. Let's get ourselves kicked off. And I'm also going to put the match sounds, ambient sounds back on as well. Hopefully they're not too loud for you. We like a bit of background noise though, don't we? Scrum Bum! Thank you for the 4 months, my legend. My sub expired and Twitch made me sit through 38 minutes of ads just now. They will do that. That's why you need to subscribe, chat. Otherwise, Twitch will give you all the ads. And honestly, I've got the ads set to the very lowest possible. So if you do sit there and you're like, this is so many ads, I can only apologize. I literally have them set to the minimum because I make no money through ads on Twitch. So I might as well try and give you as little ads as possible. Saying that though, please do also try to subscribe. It really helps, and thanks. Hello, why are we already playing a game? We're less than half an hour into a stream. Well, technically, Ollie, we started this stream and got half an hour into it last time. So I'm counting this as like an hour in, if you see what I mean. Yeah. You got Turbo Worth. Nice. Do they still do Turbo? Is that like a legacy thing? Can you still buy Twitch Turbo? Because that is also an alternative, isn't it? But it's a new man. Yeah, that's maybe it. But no, what actually happened is that we had a power cut. Ulad Mahand has scored! And we lead against Banbury. He has not been great for us, and we are actively trying to replace him with Taylor Richards, aren't we? But he has headed in Luca's cross. What terrible defending that is. That is not great from them, but we'll take it. He's also not a big man, is he, Ulad Mahand? I want to say that he's quite short. He's 5'10". Okay, he's not short. He's actually massive. Rather jovial crowd for the lower leagues. Oh, they love it. They love it. Yeah, yeah. It also contributes towards Clayts. I've just called myself Clayts there, chat. Accidentally. I've read my own name wrong. I'm rebranding to Claire. It's happening. He'll show up out of the blue now. What SYC raiding, and then yeah, it'll kill the stream possibly. Yeah, he isn't live to raid you because of the power cut. Yeah. Brooke Myers across to Chucky. 2-0. I'm not recording. Welcome back to the Three Counties set. I forgot to record for the VOD. I'm sorry. Welcome back to Three Counties. We've just got 2-0 up against Banbury. To be fair, all of that will be on the last VOD, won't it? So it'll work. I've recorded it. Chucky scores 2-0. Yeah, I called myself Cleats there, didn't I? Just have the whole stream be one big ad for the Philips coffee machine. If they want to pay me, fine. Yeah, that's good. It's the final score update. Yeah, basically, we jumped into a game and just got a final score update. 9 Chucky putting it on. Do it. I'd love to be able to change his name in game to have Chucky on a ship. I couldn't find a way to do it. Really annoying. But oh well. We can believe, can't we? His name's Chucky. It is Chucky. Flowers. It's hit the post. Have you ever been sponsored? Yeah, we were sponsored literally about 4 streams ago. Weren't we? Pickup, we did that. We've done plenty over the years though, but yeah. Currently doing a Crete save. Won the league in my second year, now in the Champions League getting battered. If you win the league first year in a save in Crete, you get into the Champions League, because that is wild. I love it. And yeah, to be fair, the stream is also always for an ongoing thing, sponsored by Surprise Shirts. If you want to use that link that will pop up in the chat too, you get yourself 10% off using my discount. If you want to go and get yourself a mystery box for you, or for maybe somebody as a present for Christmas, that could be a nice one, wouldn't it? Fogman, I'm not even going to read that. I'm not even sure what it is. There you go. Surprise Shirts. 10% off if you use the code Clayts10. And they are lovely, lovely people as well. Lovely people. You have to qualify, but the extra games are killing you. I can imagine. Sounds wild. Right, 2-0 up at half-time here. And pretty comfortable. All things considered, I'd probably say. We can do subs as well, can't we? Ulad Mahand is playing like a man who doesn't want to be replaced in this team. 7.4 from him. By far his best performance, I'd imagine, of the season. Right, 54. Let's do Flowers out because he's on a yellow. And is it time, chat? Is it time for the return of Benny Ashley Seal? Oh, you OGs. Again, this is where, like, the Easter eggs don't really work. Like, if you've been here for a while, you get this one. Benny Ashley Seal is back playing in a Clayts stream, and that is huge for us. I'm going to put you there, and I'm going to bring him on, and he's going to play up front. Benny Ball, let's go. Benny Ashley Seal is in England again. This is an amazing. Bashley Seal can't be ruined. It's Benny Ashley Seal, not Bashley Seal. He is. We had him back in a Hereford save back in the day, and he was our biggest hero, to the point where we tried to... Well, we had him, but we lost him because he got lost in the Trialist Team B in our team, and I couldn't promote him and I couldn't sell him, and he just was stuck in our game forever in an old save of ours. It was very, very odd, but we loved it. So he's a stream hero because of that, as well as scoring loads of goals in the lower leagues for us. He's now playing up front for 3 Counties FC. Never forgot when he snubbed you off. Yeah, I capped him for England. I became the England boss and gave Benny Ashley Seal a cap for England. That's how much we loved him. I think he scored for England, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did. Mooney swings it in. Ashley Seal. Oh, it didn't come to him. Caleb scored again. I mean, fair play, Chucky. We're happy for you, but...
His name's
Benny,
Chucky.
He did.
He's a star. He is Caleb.
That's an outrageous header, by the way. He's headed that backwards. Do you see that?
He scores goals.
Where?
At the lane and easy. Chucky is his name.
Hi, Dylan Mallow. Welcome in, buddy. I'm good, thank you. Hope you're well. Watching this series has... Oh, it's a question there, sorry. Has made me want to do a... All right, I keep scrolling back up. Maybe you want to start a lower league save. Got your local team. It's made you start one. Ebbsfleet to League 1 so far. First time in stream, but watched all the VODs. Love that. Thank you for watching the VODs. Benny Ashley Seal scores for 3 Counties. We've got a goal from Benny. Now, did we have a song for Benny at any point? I don't know. But he scored. It's a tap-in on the line. There's literally a painter here painting our living room, and I've just shouted about Benny Ashley Seal as well. It's so embarrassing. He definitely heard that, but come on. Was it Kiss from a Rose? We just had the arf, 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 didn't we? But yeah, I think it was just that. Did we have a sound for arf, arf, arf? I'm going to find it, chat. Times like these call for immediate admin. Where would I find where I've saved an arf, arf, arf sound? If I ever did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was on the... Could have been on the Go XLR, and it might be... It will be here somewhere, but might be long gone. Chat. Pause the game. I know they've just scored. Chat. Are you ready? That is the original sound. I don't know how loud that was. I'll make it loud. I mean, it literally just sounds like me saying arf, 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 doesn't it? That is actually genuinely the original sound, though. Their left winger just Rabona'd it. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Right. We need to add a button for when Benny scores. It's not the best. It's not my best ever work. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not my best work. But it might be iconic enough that we're going to go with it, okay? I thought there might be a bit more to it than me just saying arf, arf, arf. But yeah, okay. Right. I like how the file, the sound file, is just called arf, arf, arf as well. Arf, arf, arf. Volume up. If I press a button now, it should do it. Perfect. Can't go wrong. Right, apparently their left wingers just Rabona'd across to make it 4-1. Let's check it. Arf, arf, arf. How do you like it? How do you like it? Arf, arf, arf. Bakichi gets in. I mean, that's so unnecessary. I mean, it didn't even go straight in off him. He didn't even get the assist. You're 4-0 down. Why are you Rabona'ing it? Hayden Negachev, hope you're good. 26-minute delayed time traveller today. All good. All good. You've not missed loads. This is our first game, so you're all right. To be fair, you have missed Benny Ashley Seal scoring and Chucky scoring twice, which is pretty good. We haven't checked the Worcester score today, though, have we? We need to do that. Cheers. Sounds like a soundbite from a Charles audiobook. It does. Is Chucky going to get his hat-trick here, or is Benny going to score and make us use the sound again? Vontae Williams goes alone. It's a good effort. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my, am I? I don't know. I'm good, thank you, Southend fan Tom. I hope you're well yourself. Benny's between song eras and in the sounds era. I think you're right, yeah. We just did sounds then, didn't we? You're right. He never got a song in the same way that, like, Hudlin did. Does Benny need a song that talks about, like, his OG era and how he's now back in the in the more modern world at 3 counties, something like that? Who let the seal out? Arf, arf, arf. I think you just mean. But Benny and the goals. I mean, that makes so much more sense, doesn't it? There's like, you can make a pun on like the Benny part or the Ashley Seal part. I don't know, a Seal saga, if you will. Yeah. Anyway, Benny Ashley Seal is back scoring goals under my tutelage. And Chucky scored twice. And we've won 4-1. Worcester are still 5 points clear of us. So that means that they have won their game. They won 4-1. I'm sure it was on there, but it didn't seem to... Maybe they played... It was definitely there, wasn't it? They've won 4-1 anyway. I saw it. So they stay 5 points ahead of us. So it is... We are where we are, basically. I saw there was a new screen that went off highlights. Why didn't you have it, or where is it? Or was it fake? It's not fake, Tom. It's on the beta track. I'm very acutely aware, and it doesn't always happen. I'm not going to use the beta track just because there's a few issues with things like praising players, and there's a few bugs that they're going to hotfix. So I'm on like the build before that one, if you like. That's that where they fixed it when the end screen for a game is so much better. But I'm just not using that current build of the game until it goes to like the full update, and until they've hotfixed a few things. I'm kind of just saying off that one basically. Just definitely saw it say 4-1. Yeah, it was there, wasn't it? Just sing me an arf and I'll mean it. I just want Benny back for good. Yeah, fair. Ashley Seal IRL plays for Hamilton Academical in Scotland. He's had a crazy career. If you look at it, he played like was it like Finland or something that he went to play in? He went to North. So he started at Norwich, went to Wolves. Had a loan to Portugal because he was at Wolves, of course. Accrington Stanley loan, went to Northampton, then went to Finland for a season, and then to Hamilton, where he's been released in this save, and he's now a free agent, which is why we've picked him up. We signed him in the Potter save. Yeah, that was a fun little one as well. He is in a movie on the channel on YouTube as well, isn't he? Yeah, he's very much a free agent IRL. Yeah, so there you go. He got released from there too. Hotfix sorted the resting players issue at least. It did, yeah. He's got the cobbler on him. Yeah, he did play there. Right, Nwosu's going to hopefully get a work permit on the 20th. I'm not fully convinced he's going to get one. And if we do end up spending 20k on a player on another player that doesn't get a work permit, I will be a bit upset. But fingers crossed he does. Wilcox loan has finished. They've recalled Freddie. I mean, Tobes isn't here to get upset about this, but Freddie's been recalled by Cheltenham. It makes sense. He wasn't playing loads and he wasn't particularly great. But Freddie, thank you for your service is what I will say. Bashley could bash my seal any day of the week. Right. Excellent. Let's continue. Our next game is it's on the 24th against Harborough. So hopefully we will have the goalie in before that happens. Hopefully. Myers stars. He's been a star, isn't he? Brooke Myers. Oh, that was another thing. Do I want to try and offer some contracts to any of our players that are going to be leaving at the end of the season? That's top tier merch, by the way. What, the bashed by the seal? You got bashed by the seal. Like, maybe. The owners shouldn't be so loose with their wallets. That's true, actually. They allowed me to pay for the work permit, didn't they? Or the work permit application. Helmut, can you tweet it to me or put it in the Discord? Helmut, because I've ordered one as well, but mine hasn't arrived yet and I really want to see it. Please either tweet it to me or DM me on Twitter with it or post it in the Discord. Any of them, basically. That's so cool, though. I'm glad that it's arrived, buddy. That's so fun. And if you want me to show it on stream, I can show it on stream. Benny Ashley seal bars. That's good. Harborough have got a nice a little ground. They've got Carlisle there tomorrow in the FA Trophy, have they? That's fun. That is funny. Problem is, how many are good enough for League Up? That's the thing. In terms of contracts, which players do I want to try and keep here? I suppose we don't know until we know what league we're going to be. You're not shy. Perfect. Good. I didn't want to post it with like show everyone when you're like, oh God, please don't do that. But yes, I'm happy as long as you're happy to. Luca, I think, deserves a new contract though. Would we agree? Like, I'm sure he's going to be good for the league above. Yeah, there you go. You just asked Thomas. This is Luca's growth. I mean, he doesn't look. I mean, he hasn't got many up arrows, but he looks like a hell of a player still, right? Nwasu, you had him on FM23, 16 with 5-star potential. Always bought him. There you go. I knew that people had used him in the past. He'd be good enough. Let's see. He might not even want to stay. I can't speak to his agent, so he doesn't have an agent. Let's see if he will. Okay, he will sign a new contract. He wants us to get promoted. I'm going to promise him this, again, to keep the price down of his wages. Can I put this up, though, to 2 years and give him slightly more? Because I think that's kind of what I'm really hoping for here. 30% wage rise is okay at £850 a week, I think. The promotion is for next season. It was that next season, was it? Even fine then. Because if we get... Yeah, that's fine. Will you do... I might try and lock... Can I make it non-negotiable? I guess I can. And then if he says no to this, we can always come back later. Because I'm a bit worried that he might lock it in... let's try it with that. He might... Oh, it's fine. There you go then. 2-year deal till 2028 for Luca. Hopefully locked in, which is fun. Something in the last update. They changed the attribute color thresholds down by 1. It's editable now, but it's odd that they decided to change it. That is odd. I've not noticed it, but is that maybe why... I don't think it's on mine, but so this 15, would that become yellow? Because it would be... 15 would be yellow. Interesting. That is a weird one, isn't it? So 15 is green. And what is... And 14 is not. Is that then changed on mine? Was 14 green before? See, I wouldn't even know. 10s are yellow. They are, yeah. They were white. I think 10 should be yellow. To be fair, I get it, because I'm sure like lots of you have more of an eye for this type of thing. When I never like, I look at the numbers and I don't particularly care about the color so much, because I'm like, maybe because I play so much that I don't like do a quick glance and see how good a player is. I literally look at the numbers, maybe. I don't know. So I wouldn't have noticed that, but that's it is weird to change it, especially if you've got used to it, and lots of you do. No, not that it bothers you, but the fact that you'd even notice it. Oh god, he has had it declined. This scout report. Can I get a scout report? What's my best way to see how good he actually is? I suppose I haven't got a scout report because he's on trial, isn't he? Is there any inkling that he's actually going to get one or not? I'm going to appeal it anyway. We'll spend an extra 5k, in for a penny, in for a pound. In for 20k, in for 25k, right? He ain't joining Brev. It'd be such a shame. He's really good. Right, we're going to find out about that after this next game on the 26th. I've a feeling that that's the reason why he isn't at another club right now. It's because he's not going to get the work permit. Ugh. He ain't joining. I missed the last proper stream. Have we made any signings? Abstract. We are in the market for a new goalie and hopefully a new midfielder, but at the moment, no. I don't think any since last time. Oh, look. Queen of the South are trying to sign Jeff Hendrick. Should we sign Jeff Hendrick? No, we shouldn't, should we? Could not get in any work permits have something to do with the settings. We do get some work permits. We've had one. It's just we're such a low level, Robin, that you like lots of players don't get them. I don't think it's the settings or there's a problem with anything. I think it's quite normal, being in England, really. But I hope that's not the case, but I don't think it is. All right, we'll go again then with the same team, I think. We'll keep Benny on the bench, I think. Benny on the bench. Presume you've offered Richards a contract. He wasn't interested in us. He said that we didn't have the financial muscle to talk to us at the moment. I'm hoping that the longer this goes on, the more likely he'll actually want to join. Or maybe when his trial ends, then he talk to us, because sometimes that happens, doesn't it? But I'm going to leave it until the last minute in the window and then try again. And if we don't get him, maybe get Josh, I think is the other option. Because, like, oh no, we can now see his physicals. They have kind of fallen off. It is the Nathan Ferguson who's at Palace and West Brom. He's not very good, Pav, is the issue. But it is him, yeah. Flowers is so low despite his performances. He is, isn't he? Really not rated, like 1.5 stars. I don't really know what. I think he looks all right, though. It might be, I think, down to his out of possession. He really can't play here. I think that's bringing his stars down. Yeah, it is out of possession. Because he's actually not that bad. Yeah, Retacho is the old Liverpool kid. Again, not particularly good, which is a shame. Like, Jeremy McKendy was also at... Was it West Brom? Fulham? Palace? Spurs. Close. I went for a few London teams there and West Brom. Good sub Onoma. Yeah, that's true. He's, again, not particularly good, is the issue. Yassine Toure is Kolo Toure's son. So that's always an option. Jordan Ibe is obviously Jordan Ibe. Romario Vieira is Ronaldo Vieira's brother. Neither of them are particularly good at football, though. Nathan Ferguson doesn't look amazing, which is a real shame. His physicals are no... Like, why would he have 7 acceleration, 5 pace at the age of 25? There's just no way he's actually that slow. Like, that's like Mertesacker pace. I'm sure that Nathan Ferguson, who played at a good level, can run faster than that. Right? Like, of all the things to make him not very good at, surely he can run. At least Ronaldo Vieira has a career. Romario isn't. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Interesting test of who's better now, Sterling or Ibe. Well, I mean, yeah. Ibe's not very good. Twitter DM sent. Perfect. Let me find it. And we can show the stream. Hold on me, believe it. Can I see it? Oh, it's because there's like DMs and then chat, isn't there? How do I find my actual DMs? I might be able to find it on my phone. Why can't I see that? I can't see it. I can't see it. Why not? I don't know if I'm in like DMs or in the chat part, and I don't know how to get... They've changed it on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it on my phone. I'd like to show off the shirt. I can't see it. Why can't I see it? Is it definitely sent? It's not in my requests, though. Send it to Clayts. No, that's the right one, Helmers. You're right. Unless you sent it to somebody else, but that is right. Get Josh. Yeah, maybe. I have a football relation who's a goalkeeper. Albie Kelly Healed. He's family friend's nephew. Maybe too good that we can check him. Abstract. Absolutely. Ives playing in Bulgaria, is he? That is my Twitter account. I think it's to do with my the DM settings now. Makes you think, what other ones DMs have I not got? But no, it's not there. My football relation is Dixie Dean, very good, but dead. Right, excellent. Are you actually related to Dixie Dean? Because that is crazy. Right, I think I don't even know if Josh Onomer's going to come. I'm going to give it a minute, Halmers, and then we'll try again. But that is a shame and annoying. Why that would not work. Would Josh even join? I haven't actually checked that. We should probably check. Yeah, no, he's also not interested. I wonder why. I'm pretty sure when I first brought them in, they were interested, and now they're not. Again, we might have to wait. So Josh now isn't interested. I'm sure he was before. That's annoying. Lenny wants to get out. He's scratching at the door. Let me put it on Discord. Yeah, there, yeah. Put it on. Either DM me or just put it in the Discord. That will hopefully work. Apologies. It's probably my settings somewhere. Okay, let's play this game and then we can at least have a look, can't we? We've got Harborough Town. I want to say at home. I think it's at home. Nan's first cousin. She's dead as well, to be fair. Oh, R.I.P. Why are you saying it like that? Speaking of weird relations, I'm related to the guy who played Hagrid, Robbie Coltrane, R.I.P. as well. That's a cool relation. What a character Hagrid was. And a great actor, Robbie Coltrane, wasn't he? Right. 5. Are we just going to talk about like deceased relatives now, chat? Because where are we going on this stream? Why does this always happen? We are not at home. We're away from home against Harborough. But we are underway. Schwartz with the goal kick. Is that Mark Schwartz's relation somewhere? I think it might have been spelt differently, so I assume not. That is a cracker of a relation. I'll get my coat. Brilliant. Here we go. Brook Myers has won it back. He's got Chucky in the middle. Can he find somebody? He can find Phil Mooney, but Ronaldo Flowers is there to put it in the back post. 1-0 to the Wyverns. Come on. Cat just came and got him. I was going to let him out and she's got him. Is that spelled the same? Schwarzer? I don't know. Is that Harborough Town? It is indeed Harborough Town. Yes. Are we not 1-0 up? Was it disallowed? Did I miss that? We're on the attack anyway now. Ronaldo Flowers is going to score anyway. Put it wide. I assume it was disallowed, chat. I stood up and missed it. If you could update me, that'd be great. Thanks. Ridiculous. Okay. Have we got... Yes! We do. Let me save this image. There we go. I stuck it in the YouTube chat. How Mazzinho, chat, has purchased... Pause the game. It's annoying we're not playing in that exact kit. But it exists and it looks pretty good. Are you happy with it? I hope so. How Mazzinho has purchased the fans shirt. And it has arrived. Can we get... You look beautiful, my friend. You are absolutely rocking that shirt. But how cool that in the real world, a 3 Counties shirt now actually exists. You can get yourself one on the 3 Counties FC. Oh, there you go. Look, it's the wyvernsfc.com. If you go there, the club shop is there. Oil painting in the background in front of the tree. It looks decent. I have no idea what the quality is like. I'm like being very honest with these things, but it looks cool. It's so cool that it exists in real world. Honestly, this has made my day. Nice aircon and top. The fact that that exists in the world is so fun to me. Like, it just adds another layer of legitimacy to this save. This is How Mazzinho, and he is a legend. Thank you, buddy, for purchasing. So cool. Like, imagine. Look at that in the world. I've got one coming. So I can wear it on stream as well. But yeah, very cool. If you want to get your own, it is on the club shop on the website. Wyverns FC. Perfectly, look. Demonstrated by the shirt sponsor on the front too. Solid beard as well. I think we should all say nice things to Halmazinho. Better quality than all my fake Argentina and Brazil shirts. Perfect. We'll take it. We'll take it. How you doing, Will? Welcome in, buddy. And the little hair curl. What a guy. Legend. Right, chat. Get your own. No promises it will arrive before Christmas because I ordered mine a while ago and it's taken a while. But still, get your own. I'm thinking as well, I might keep that shirt when we do our next run of shirts for next season. To give you a bit more legitimacy if you wanted to, like, rather than like change all the shirts and stuff. But if you get one now, you have an original season 1 Wyverns 3 Counties FC shirt, don't you? But yes, very cool indeed. Very cool. Thanks for sending the photo as well. Kids mascot at Malvern Town in a couple of weeks. I'll wear that. Be confusing. That would be so confusing. That's very cool though. At Malvern, that's fun, Pav. I've got some fun ideas, Pav. I need to talk to you about some fun IRL ideas for things. With one of the updates that you know about the IRL ones, but I had the chat with the guy yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, we can do some really fun stuff, and it sounds cool." Chucky off the post. Mooney fouls. I'd say it wouldn't hold up well on Chucky with the amount of shirt holding when he puts on pace, but part of that, I really think it is. I really think it was easily worth the value. 10 out of 10. Love that. Thank you. You don't have to lie as well. Like I said, I'm being completely like it was. I wanted to make it available, but again, I've not had it yet. That's why I've ordered myself one to check. But very cool, buddy. Thank you for sending it through. Sorry, catching up a couple of minutes ago when he said Ferguson isn't as slow as he is. Unfortunately, I fear he probably is. He had back surgery, then his hamstring blew up, and then his Achilles in back-to-back years. So he just had horrible injuries. Surely, like, can't be that slow though, even with all of that. But yeah, possibly you're right. Sounds like a real shame because he was playing at a really high level, wasn't he? Real shame. Playoffs it is. I mean, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Right, we are still 0-0 here. Dominating, you'd probably say, on the balance of things. We've got a corner. Mooney swings it in. It's going to come back out to Brook Myers. Back to Mooney, who could shoot here, can cross here. Goes down. Not a penalty. I'm going to use this until the armpit stain and it's black. Perfect. That's very cool. Flowers. It's in. He had the disallowed goal this time. He's made it actually count and we do lead. In off the bar from Ronaldo Flowers. Again, Ulad Mahand with a great header in the midfield there. We might have to stick with him if Josh or Taylor aren't interested in joining us. And he's playing like he actually wants to be in the team now. He's such a lovely bloke too. Was massive with our kids and disabled foundations. Never wanted someone to succeed as much as him. That's such a shame. That's so sad, Sam. How's the power today, Clayts? Ian, so far, so good. But you might have just jinxed it. But at least we're almost an hour in now. And we've got a stream that is almost an hour long. Mooney, over. So annoying, though. It must have been the wind. It was like, I opened the window for the stream on that. Was it Tuesday? Was it Monday? When did we stream? I think it was Tuesday, right? I opened the window to stream and like the window blew shut again. I was like, I think it might be the wind that's causing this. I think Cat called up and they said there was issues. So, yeah, I think we're all good now though. Out of the woods, if you like. Same excuse I used when I farted on the couch last night. Yeah, fair. He's in a wheelchair in the game. Crap at defending the near... Right, Pav, stop. Stop. Too many beans. It happens, doesn't it? Chucky, wide. Where are you in the season? Johnny, we're about 20... I want to say 29 games in. So we've got 17 to play. And so we're into what? February? About to hit February. We're at the end of January, aren't we? So yeah, that's where we are. That should sum it up, really. The live table, if I show you the table, here we are. Look, we're 29 games in, 5 points behind top. Winning this game, but Worcester are also, I assume, winning. They are playing... Who knows? Because it doesn't show me all of the fixtures, it seems, anymore on there. There we go. How you doing, Magic Ped? Welcome in, dude. Hope you're good. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for being here on your Friday mornings, you legends. Big legends, the lot of you. Oh, by the way, if you're watching the YouTube chat, please like the stream. I don't know how many we're on. What are we on? 28. Right, we need to get at least 100 likes, chat. Twitch lot, if you go across and like the stream too, that would massively help as well. Thanks very much. Okay. An hour on the clock. Is it? And I think I know the answer. Is it Benny Ashley Seal time? I think it might be. There you go. Ollie's put a link to the YouTube chat or to the YouTube channel. If you go across there, drop a like. Either watch there if you want or come back here. If you watch on YouTube, you should be having the stream over in 2K rather than 1080p as well, which is nice. Oh my word, we've almost scored a ridiculous own goal. Keeper's kept it out. 400 likes on a Wolves post on Jeff Sheet. I am viral. If you have an hour today, it's the biggest car crash interview from a person in power at a football club you'll ever listen to. I read the BBC article on it, Pav. Wild for an owner to be coming out and saying, yeah, they got. He didn't even say we, did he? He kind of said like they got all the transfers wrong. It's like no shit. It is wild, yeah. Chucky in behind. Finds Mooney. What a save that is, keeper. The keeper's just pulled off a wild save. You already did your part and always leave a like, Paul? That's why we like you here, mate. That's why we like you here. Remember who whilst you're famous. 400 likes. Go on, Pav. Don't know what you said. Did you just say it was a terrible interview? I'm going to bring on Benny, but the highlights don't stop. We'll do it next highlight. Jack's crying downstairs. Ronaldo Flowers. Okay, we are 2-0 up. Ronaldo scored twice today, which is cool. Yeah, Ollie, probably Wolves still, but yeah. Who the hell is Jeff Sheet? As in, where did he come from? What did he do before he got involved with Wolves? Yeah, I don't actually know. What was his background? Yeah, when he's like, relegation isn't a big deal. Isn't that basically what he said as well? It's just a technical term. It's not a big deal. No, it is. This is the thing with like when there's not football people involved. They don't get it. They don't understand our game. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but you know what I mean. I came in and instantly there's a goal. You're welcome, Claire. Thank you, Otto. Appreciate you. Right, complacent Vontae Williams. I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't really have anybody to bring on for him, so we won't. Let's do Mooney off and let's play Radojevic, Luca in the 10 and bring on Burnett. We'll also do... Myers is on an 8.23. Oh, yeah, Ronaldo Flowers didn't score the opening goal. Who scored the opening goal? No, he did, didn't he? Hasn't he scored twice? Why does it only say he's got one? Was there an own goal? What's happened there? We could do Sendles White a left back. He can play anyway, can't he? Wolves need to go down in style and get less points than Derby. Might as well make history if you're going to be that bad. Yeah, or do they really just want to avoid that? Yeah. I assume you touched on the Carragher versus Egypt war. We did last time. I don't really feel like there's loads more to add to it. All it makes me think is that there's absolute idiots everywhere is the Carragher Salah thing. Like, you can disagree with Carragher, but you don't have to disagree with him because, like, I don't understand why people are coming at Carragher's career as like a reason why he can't say the things he's doing. His job is literally to say things, and he also like the way that people are like dragging down his career as if he was a terrible footballer. He played like 600 games for Liverpool. He was not a terrible footballer, and he won basically everything during that time. He's a bona fide club legend, and it's his job to be a pundit. Like, can you imagine he did Monday Night Football and didn't talk about Salah? It made no sense. I don't agree with everything he said either, but I agree with the majority of it. I don't really understand, for the same token, I don't really understand why he brought into what Carragher achieved with Egypt, or what Salah achieved with Egypt, or what Salah achieved before he joined Liverpool. I don't really understand why that's relevant to this. But saying that Salah's in the wrong just objectively isn't crazy. Salah was clearly in the wrong. And like, it just makes me, you just see all of these people going, who the hell is Salah? Basically, everyone becomes John Obi Mikel, and John Obi Mikel is a knobhead. And that is very niche if you don't understand what I mean. But John Obi Mikel just keeps slandering people for not winning the Premier League as if he was like God's gift to football because he won the Premier League. Carragher could have won the Premier League if he played for Chelsea, right? It doesn't make you any less of a, doesn't make your opinion on football any less of a thing. But also, like, shut up if that's your argument. That's like, you just lost all sense of what the actual debate is here. If the way that you quantify your opinion is based on how many titles that person won or how successful that person was, irrelevant of what they've just said. Idiots everywhere. That's what I think. So no, we hadn't touched on it, but now we have. So there you go. But also, I'd like Salah to still play for Liverpool, and I think he was completely in the wrong. And I think he's one of Liverpool's biggest ever legends, and I love him. But I also think he was completely in the wrong by coming out and saying those things, even if I agree with how he... I know why he feels the way he did. Like, I don't really understand why Salah was the guy that got dropped. To an extent, he was made a scapegoat of, but that was just because Cody Gakpo couldn't be dropped because no one can play in that position. Or for other reasons, like we only have... Like, Ekitike couldn't play there because Isak isn't fit type of thing. That there are reasons. So I understand why he feels like that, but don't come out and say it is the problem. Johnny McCall is an attention seeker. I'm a Chelsea fan. Obi McCall was not a great player. Obi McCall was fine, but like also that's irrelevant. Like the problem is that he keeps going on about it, and it basically John Obi McCall keeps saying things that he knows that little children on Twitter will think is a great quote, and he lives his life doing that basically. Anyway. Always funny to me when football fans get online and start talking down careers of any pro player, let alone someone who's played as much at the top as Carragher. You okay? I'm fine, yeah. I just hate John Obi Mikel. No, I don't even hate John Obi Mikel. I just think it's a weird one. Appeases the Nigerian Twitter fans. Maybe it's just that, yeah. Yeah, to be fair. Anyway. I also see, like, he takes things to heart. Like, Carragher says things, and then people are like, he hates AFCON. Type of thing, or he hates African players. It's not really that. It's just one of those things. Is he broke? Maybe he just wants his engagement. Maybe. Give me Benny Ball. Yeah, I agree. Let's do Ronaldo Flowers off then. We'll put Chucky wide and we'll bring on Benny. There we go. Exactly. Carragher was a brilliant player. Maybe, and also people online just don't remember that because they are simply, the people who are arguing on Twitter aren't old enough to remember that. And all they know of Carragher is like the meme version of him. He was a really good footballer in a really terrible team, basically. I love it, AFCON. It's so chaotic. Yeah, me too. Me too. I don't think it's a crazy thing to say that the quality at AFCON isn't as high as other competitions, right? And I don't think that's like some crazy thing to say. Like, look at the players that play at AFCON compared to the players that play at, like, the Euros. It's not wrong. It's just not objectively wrong. But also, there's no reason to sometimes bring it into conversation to talk it down, which is the thing that makes people upset. He scored 7 own goals in 700 games, so must be terrible. Yeah, it's like a meme version of it, though, isn't it? There's a mad conspiracy theory, even some Liverpool fans are pushing, that Carragher is secretly jealous that Liverpool reached levels his team never could. Some big accounts. It's not that I mean, that's ridiculous. There is it's not a conspiracy. There is a fact in that Carragher gets more clicks, and the whole way that the broadcasting world is set up these days is if you talk down on teams like Liverpool, you get more clicks. And if you criticise teams like Liverpool, I don't see Carragher doing breakdowns on how badly like Bournemouth defended in a loss away, because it's more, it doesn't get clicks type of thing. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? So, and obviously where he's most passionate is Liverpool, isn't it? How did he not win a league title playing next to Stefan Oncho? Exactly. With Jimmy Traore in the back line with him. How did he not win a Premier League title when he had Ali Sissoko playing in his team? That's the problem. Anyway, honestly, if you think Carragher's not a good footballer, and I don't like him particularly, and I hate listening to him talk about Liverpool most of the time, and I hate it when he's on Liverpool games. He's still an absolute legend. Go and watch the 2005 Champions League final, and then come and tell me that Carragher was not a legend. Like, what an outrageous, gutsy performance that was. In part because Liverpool, United, Arsenal, Chelsea have far more people interested in them. No, exactly. It makes complete broadcasting sense, Mushroom Man. It makes complete sense. Don't watch the first half. I mean, the first half, that's more on AC Milan being outrageously good as well. That's what I always think about that final. Like, you literally... I don't think any team in the world could live with that AC Milan team in that first half. Oh, what a bunch of players that was. So good. Like the way, like that Crespo goal. Oh my God. Yeah, no one's stopping that Kaka pass to Crespo. That Crespo goal I reckon it's one of my favourite ever goals in football. And it was the goal that basically broke my, how old was I then? 14-year-old heart. I bounced back though. Kaka's still my favourite player to kick a ball. He's got to be up there for me. Oh, God. Nwosu has not got a work permit. We spent 25k on it. And he's not willing to join without a work permit. This is, after laying out a perfect plan for this January window, it's not gone great. So we won't be getting the new keeper. And none of the other players are interested in joining us. I guess we're going to go with what we've got for the rest of the season. Will Taylor speak to us now? No. Feels like the club lacks the financial muscle. I just don't think that's true, Taylor. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to terminate the trial and then I'm going to scout him and then I'm going to speak to him. I wonder if that'll make a difference. I might do the same with Josh as well. Weirdly, it sometimes like resets stuff, doesn't it? Taylor will be in Feb. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't need to be in January, does it? Because he might be now holding out for a move to a team that has a transfer window and then we get into a non-transfer window time when we don't have a window and we might be able to sign him then. I just want to check whether he'll talk to me now that... No. Financial muscle still. Can I scout him again now? I can scout him for a week. I want to do that as well. Is there transfer budget left to move into wages? Yeah, but we've got 3.3k available. That should be easily enough for him to think we've got the financial muscle though, right? Who was the player you wanted to be on the playground? Who was the player I wanted to be on the playground? I don't know. Sorry, but he should have been sacked by Sky for what he did. Disgusting bloke. I don't think it was that bad. It's not great, but also people love to get people sacked for but there are way worse people who work in broadcasting than what Carragher did there. It's obviously rank, but way worse. There are literally people who are proper dodgy people. Went to the San Siro when we were on our honeymoon. You got a 96 shirt. Very nice, Mushroom Man, yeah. My football hot take is Pete Kaka is better than Pete Messi. His peak was short, but my God, was he good. That is a hot take, Ollie. I'm sort of here for it, but I don't agree with it, if you know what I mean. Basically, anyone on co-coms, yeah. Like, yeah, I think that's, again, if you don't like him, fair enough, but picking and choosing which people you don't like based on their abhorrent acts is one of those things that we live in 2025. I hate it, but basically anyone who's on the telly has got like a terrible history. Not everyone, obviously, but you know what I mean. Petr Cech is the GOAT in my opinion. That's my hot take. You think Petr Cech is the greatest of all time? I assume you mean goalkeeper, surely. What's your take on Risa versus Bjornaby? Who was the best left back? This is my hot take. I think John Arne Risa was terrible at football. I've said this before. And I think he gets like... I think he gets a pass because he was better than the absolute rubbish that we had. I don't think John Arne Risa was particularly good at football. I've watched too many growing up, too many disaster classes defensively for me to think that he was good. And yeah, he scored some great free kicks. And yeah, he was better than the rubbish that we had before and after. Oh, great. He's a legend, is he? Because he's better than Emiliano Insua. I'm not having it. That is my hot take. Who was the worst player in that Liverpool side? Which one? The Risa one. He could whack a ball hard and he broke Alan Smith's leg. He did, yeah. I mean, he was fine. I just don't think he was that good. In the 2005 one, the worst player, Antonio Nunes, Osami, Traore probably wasn't he? There were some bad ones. There were some bad players, yeah. I work in TV. There's some proper horrid bastards behind the scenes, let alone people with fame. Oh, Sam, I completely, 100%. Antonio Barragan. I don't think Barragan was that, but I think he struggled with injuries. We always had a buyback on Barragan. Do you remember? And it was like the first time, I think, that I'd properly understood the concept of like a buyback clause. And when we sold him, I remember like holding out for years going, yeah, but when we get Barragan back, Bishkan, nah, I'll never have anyone. Obviously very limited as a footballer, but a gutsy footballer at least, Igor Bishkan. That Juventus game will live forever in my mind for Igor Bishkan. Someone agreeing with me in a Clayts stream is new. That is weird. That is weird, yeah. Remember Danny Pacheco, who's a bit of a wonder kid? Oh, again, that was like the first time that I properly understood about like a wonder kid coming through, I think, in my like supporting days. I was like, God, when Danny Pacheco hits this first team, everyone else is in trouble. And then he did, and then he was terrible. Agree Reese was very limited, but his work rate and dedication, that shot power made his entire career. It's proof you don't need talent if you have work ethics. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's fine. This isn't I hate Reese thing. I just always like, people like hold him to a really high standard, which I guess happens with loads of players, where people are like, your highs define your career, and then people forget a lot about like the mundane for most of the time. Like, he was distinctly average a lot of the time, but had quite a few highs. That's probably it. But that is only one game. Reese had more better games than Bishkan. Yeah. Again, this is about like opinions, isn't it? You are completely right, in fact. The streets don't forget the creative vacuum of Christian Poulsen and Jay Spearing. Again, Jay Spearing will not have a bad word said against him. Yeah, real bad. Yeah, you are right though, Juni. Yeah, he scored against the Manx a few times. That'll do for me. Exactly. No, I like him. I just don't think he was that good. He just carries himself like the defensive version of Zlatan. I think that might be it. Maybe, yeah. I think it's more so the amount of people who've told me he was brilliant, and that's what's defined it, but meaning it, not like in like a meme way of saying Bishkan. And I just don't quite agree with that, even though he's probably better than the way that I talk about him now. Does that make sense? That's probably that's where I put my actual opinion on him. Jan Kromkamp. Just get me out of the era of Jan Kromkamp and Philip Deggan. Philip Deggan, I hope he's got a cold at the moment. I said it, all right? He's done nothing wrong, but he was so... that name makes me upset. I hope he's got a cold. Or a blocked nose. I hope he's got a blocked nose. Sorry, Philip, if you're watching. We did have some dross, yeah. Right, let's go. Redditch United. We've not signed anyone, so I guess we go the same team again and keep it rolling, don't we? Yeah, Spearing still registered as a player. I actually quite like the role that they've given Spearing now. I think it makes loads of sense. Sotirios Kyriakos existed. He did, unfortunately. He really did. We really did have some dross. Oh, it upsets me thinking about it. Benitez, for all of his good stuff, recruited some terrible footballers in his time. Do you know Voronin? Voronin was hugely highly rated as like a wonder kid at one point. I was playing FM 2005, and I was like, I wonder who like the wonder kids were on 2005. I was trying to remember back, and I was looking for it, and Voronin was like, yeah, he's a wonder kid, like huge. And then I like went down a bit of a wormhole of like looking at like how he was really highly rated at the start of his career. I think by the time he got to Liverpool, he wasn't, type of thing, and he was terrible. But yeah. Really high. Why did they give him number 10? Crazy, wasn't it? Meant to be a great signing on a free as well, right? I think he did quite well against us in it was probably a UEFA League game against Leverkusen. It might have been a Champions League game. I think he did quite well against us in that, and we were like, we'll have him. Weird. Mo Sissoko was awful too. Mo Sissoko was brilliant up until his injury, the eye injury, and then he forgot how to play football. Maybe understandably. There was times where he was brilliant. Probably brilliant in exactly what we needed him to be, which is to be a limited footballer that could like tackle people and pass it off, and that was kind of what we needed at the time. But for a while he was good, and then he wasn't anymore. I remember him for the player trait looks for pass. Yeah. We've scored, by the way, 1-0 up. Chucky has scored a goal. We lead against Redditch. I don't know. Christ. Hodgson signed 90% of Dross bar Suarez, I think. Yeah, obviously. I feel like that's like everyone knows that, though. There's that picture, isn't it, where he's got like Danny Wilson and the like, Joe Cole. But everyone knows that Hodgson signed Dross, Poulsen. But Benitez signed some brilliant footballers, Xabi Alonso, Luis Garcia, etc., like the Spanish Revolution. But for all of that, he also signed some really bad footballers and made some mistakes. I think somebody mentioned the Gareth Barry thing, and then with Xabi Alonso and stuff. Like, he made some, and then like you had like Aquilani coming in and stuff. Like, he made some terrible signings. Yeah, that Milan Jovanovic, oh my word. Get me out of here. Rafa made a huge mistake on his call with Gareth Barry. I don't really understand it, because he must have liked Xabi. I don't know what changed his mind on him for him to go, do you know what? We need no Xabi Alonso in our team, but we do need Gareth Barry. odd. Yeah, Kenny signed Suarez and Carroll. It was actually Kamoli, wasn't it, rather than like Kenny doing it? But yes, it was during Kenny's reign. Oh no, exactly. Gareth Barry would have been a great player to bring in alongside Alonso. We couldn't afford both. The issue was not trying to sign Gareth Barry. He would have been a really good signing for Liverpool. The issue was that to sign him, he was culling Alonso to bring him in. That was the issue, yeah. He thought he could outcoach the talent he had, possibly, yeah. Mooney in behind for 2. Lovely goal. Fionn. F. Moons with the goal. If you go by FM, it's just because Gareth Barry is mates with Steven Gerrard. Maybe that's it. Maybe that was it. One of the best players I've seen in person was a 16-year-old Joe Cole at Nîmes Park against Bosnia and Herzegovina. So many people talk about, like, the streets won't forget young Joe Cole. Obviously, his Chelsea career was actually brilliant as well. Obviously, when he first burst onto the scene at West Ham, he was, like, completely different to anything England had at that time, wasn't he? And then Chelsea career was great, but I think he suffered a little bit in that he could have been a true great, I think, if he didn't join a Chelsea team that also had all the money and had all the success, because it also had all of the other great players around him. And I think he had to change his game a little bit because of that. He absolutely does get mythicized a little bit as well. But I think it's one of those that so many people saying it must mean it's sort of true as well with Joe Cole. I think it was just because he was so different, though. And then he came to Liverpool and was dreadful. But injuries probably took a lot of that for a reason. Hence why his career went quickly downhill. Exactly, like you say, crocked injuries. Bit young to probably remember Hodgson at Liverpool. Did he use the youth ever because he was absolutely allergic at Palace? To be honest, he didn't really. He signed a load of crap players, including Paul Konchesky. He wasn't there very long. Played horrible football. We lost a load of games. Gerrard missed a penalty on purpose to get him sacked, and then he left us just above the relegation zone. Actually, I think he left us when we'd already got ourselves back towards the top 10, I think. But yeah, it was just a horrible time. Genuinely, the one time where I was like, I think it's because I was at uni. I think it was at uni because we brought Rodgers in to replace him, right? It was Dalglish in and then Rodgers was when I was at uni. But I think it might have been just before uni, and I was at the age where I was like, we're terrible. I'm just not that interested. It was I watched every game, but I was just it was the only time in my life where I just wasn't that, I was just so disengaged with it. That was the problem. Like, it was so bad. You love Pepe Reina. I think he gets mythicized a bit. He was brilliant for a few seasons, but he still was so, like, I think then goalkeepers came along that just didn't have the dodginess in them. Like Petr Cech came along and he was like he was as good at Pepe Reina at shot stopping and didn't make mistakes. So error prone he wasn't he? I loved him as well, though, to be fair. Is like, again, we had some proper dodgy keepers before that. Like, I love Dudek, but Dudek made some had some horrendous games. Like, Dudek would play like 3 terrible games on the bounce and then calls for him to be dropped all the time. Kicking was unreal, and I think he did have a bozo gene, but he was just more solid than what we had before. Luca, Chucky, 3-0. Let's have the song. Why not? 3-0.
His name's Chucky. He's a star.
Luca was lovely playing down the right-hand side. So Chucky in the middle, splashes in. 4-0.
At the lane and easy. Chucky is his name.
David James, what a player. I think I've got a David James. Look, tell you what, look. Is it here? This is how long I've been supporting Liverpool. Here is my David James Pro Star thing. Like, look at that. David James. Likewise, I'll show you. Here's a terrible goalkeeper that I also loved. Sander Westerveld, everybody. Sander bloody Westerveld. You had that exact one when I was a boy. It's cool, isn't it? I've got loads of these like old school Liverpool ones. Look. Sander Westerveld. Do you want to see? I mean, everyone liked Rigobert's song, right? Rigobert's song. This is my first proper season. I think it was the 99-2000 season. I watched like I was what, 8? I went round my nan's for every single game because she had Sky, and I watched every Liverpool game for like the first time, and I was obsessed with these. And my uncle's a massive Liverpool fan, which is why I'm a Liverpool fan, and my nan's a Liverpool fan. And he like, I'd get all these and I just watch the game, and then I go up to my room at my nan's and just play with these and just like line them up and just read. He had like all of like the old, like Liverpool magazine was a thing, and he had like in his loft he had like boxes and boxes of them, and I used to just read all of them. Like my knowledge on like 80s Liverpool was so good as like an 8-year-old kid. It was like weird because I used to read all of these old magazines about like Steve McManaman and Robbie Fowler, like the 90s era, and like even back into like the 80s before that. Like but like I've still got all these. Like, look at them. I got loads of them. Like again, that's what I mean. Like the old ones. That's Jan Molby. I've got a Jan Molby like figure. How cool is that? With like he's got 14 on his back. Or Rob Jones. Rob Jones would have been England's right back for years and years if it wasn't for injuries. I've got loads of Michael Owens, as you'd expect. I don't really know if that does actually look like Michael Owen. That was the first, my first Liverpool game. I had that orange yellowy kit, and I was Southampton at home, 2000 I think, or 2001, and I wore that kit to it. Phil Babb, you say? I think I've got a Phil Babb. Phil Babb, you request it. I've got a Phil Babb. Don't you worry about it. There he is. Big Phil Babb. You had the entire Man U squad. My dad used to get me them. I don't know where they are now with my Pokemon cards in their landfill. I know, it's a shame, isn't it? Yeah, but there you go. I say that about Rob Jones all the time. Great player. Brilliant player. Injuries though, wasn't it? Better than Gary Neville he would have been. Anyway, right. I don't think I've got an Ian Rush. I might have a Rush. I don't think I've got an Agger. Agger was past that time. It was too late, type of thing. We're talking about the Jan Molby era here. Michael Owen's why I support Liverpool. Cannot stand his footballing opinions. Absolutely same, Ollie. He was like my first like superstar. If you think if I started like watching every game in '99, probably I was what, 8, and that's when I like was like I remember watching like England games before that, and I probably watched Liverpool games but without really knowing it so much. That's when I first like became like obsessed. Michael Owen was just breaking through then, so like quite clearly he was like my hero. I remember my nan saying, and you know when you're young you don't really understand what she means by this. I remember my nan saying, there he is, my boy Michael Owen, and I'd be there going, he's not though, is he? Because I'm your boy, your grandson. So it's a bit rude that actually, Nan, that what do you mean he's not your boy? Because if anything, I know how this works. My dad is your boy and I'm his boy. So I like remember that so vividly. That's what you say to the man at the Donna stand as you're absolutely hammered, right? Phil Babb. Is that what you say? I think that's what you mean. Phil Babb was awful. He also played in Sporting in Portugal. What a disgrace. Yeah, he wasn't a great footballer. Will always be remembered for sliding into the post, to be honest. Not a great footballer. Phil Babb is the equivalent of Wes Brown at United. Who scored the most own goals in the Prem? Babb, Dunn or Brown? Who has the most in one match? Yeah. I saw Sami Hyypiä debut with Titi Kamara in a pre-season game versus Wolves. That Titi Kamara season, I thought we'd signed the best player in the world. Genuinely. He was so much fun, Titi Kamara. Like, he used to just dribble with it, and he didn't look like a footballer, but he used to just run players. So much fun. So much fun. And then obviously Sami Hyypiä, legend. We were explaining to my nephew the other day how grandma is his mum's mum, and he was mind blown. He's only 2 though. I can imagine that actually, if you think about the concept of that, you're like, what? That green away shirt we had was that he always seemed to wear. That green away shirt, I wonder if I've got it. I had that. There's a photo of me with that green. That was the first. I had that full kit. I was a full kit wanker. I was 10, but I had the full kit, the green one, and somehow I got a stain, like a red stain on like the dark green swoosh that was on it, and it was just right in the middle, and that's really annoying. It was like a I don't know what it was. It could have been blood. Don't know. Anyway, I've missed 2 subs here because we've just been reminiscing and getting nostalgic. Pringle, 14 minutes ago. Thank you, buddy. I apologise for not reading this out before. Thank you for the 30 months. Happy Friday, Clayton Unity and Clumps. I appreciate you, buddy. And Tom for the 34 months with Prime. Legend 10 minutes ago. 34, eh? He says. Appreciate you. I'm sorry I didn't read that out at the time either. We were too busy looking at... What are these called Pro Stars? I feel like they were called Pro Stars, but they always changed their names. Corinthians, weren't they? 1999, this Sander Westerveld one. It says Corinthians 99 on the bottom. Anyway, there are 3 Finnish legends in football: Littmanen, Hippier, and Jaskalainen. Yeah, 2 of them played for Liverpool. What would I give to get for Liverpool to have signed Littmanen like 2 or 3 seasons earlier? What I'd give for that? Oh, what a footballing brain that was. I never had them. Kind of jealous. I love them. Yeah. We used to call them fatheads. Yeah, I never really know what they were like properly called. Pro Stars, because then they become like they're in power pods, like the little versions. You know, the tiny ones. I got a gold Yap Stam in one of those, and I sold it on eBay. Well, my uncle did for me. I'm not sure he ever gave me the money. Anyway, let's do a sub on 69. Ulad Mahand off. Should we get Benny on? Yeah, we'll get Benny on. Let's do Benny for... Should we try Benny wide? You can kind of play that. No. I'll tell you what. Chucky's better at playing this. We'll put Chucky wide. He's on a hat-trick. Micro Stars at one point. Yeah, Micro Stars were the smaller ones that you got in like power pods. Football crazy. Football mad. Grab a power pod and play football with the lads. Remember? But I used to look down on those. So I was like, you guys all getting involved in these now. These aren't the OGs. I was a snob about Micro Stars. I was like, no. I've got the old school versions, the old man versions. I've got those. You always loved Heskey as a kid. What a legend. I liked Heskey as well, yeah. I always say Emil Heskey was a lot better than people give him credit for as well. Pure pace and power at one point. And then became too much of a meme. I blame KSI, but fantastic footballer at one point. Carragher 2 own goals in 99 against United in the same game. He did, yeah. Vontae, Brooke Myers, Chucky blocked for the hat-trick. When you introduce them to Jack, can you do a prank by making him believe one of the rubbish players was in the conversation as the GOAT? I suggest someone like Nick Barnby. Yeah, who's the worst one I've got? And I'll be like, he won the Ballon d'Or. If it wasn't for injuries, he would have been the best player ever. And it's just Sander Westerveld. I like it. All the other kids were Shearer or Beckham. My hero was Ian Marshall of Ipswich and Leicester. That's hilarious. It is fun. That reminds me. I don't know why. Was he a keeper, Marshall? I want to say. That reminds me of when I like this. I've told this story on stream before. You know the old sticker books. I couldn't get. I think it was Jersey Dudek. He was very, very rare in one of the old sticker books. So I just took. I assume it was like Kirkland, I want to say. If it was Dudek, I had one of the Liverpool keepers, and I think it would have been Kirkland, but I never got Dudek. So I just put Shaka Hislop's. I cut out with scissors Shaka Hislop's face and stuck it over Chris Kirkland's face and stuck it in the Jersey Dudek place on my Liverpool squad, and then told everybody that I'd finished the Liverpool squad, and then they just wouldn't notice. And then my thinking was, if I ever did get Dudek, I'd just stick it over the top. But as when you open the page, I was like, finish Liverpool. And it was just Shaka Hislop. Yeah, really. Didn't go with a person who looked like Jerzy Dudek at all, did I really? Now he does the same, but with Peter Walton. Exactly. There he is. Sort of there, if you can really just about see. He's in the background. Brooke Myers has scored. Random player you love, Kevin Davies. Yeah, he was good. Annoying. Had a massive head. Like a sheep. That's what I remember about him. That Polish guy's got a good tan. Yeah, exactly. Brooke Myers with the finish. It's a good finish. It's 6-0 here. Worcester are 5-0 up, though. Basically saying anything you could do, what they can do almost as good. But keeps them 5 points clear at the top. There's 16 games to go. I need to keep going with this. We need to make some more progress with the save, don't we? And we are just about now at the end of the transfer window. So maybe as it ticks over to Feb, we might be able to get a couple of these players in. Fingers crossed. Shaq was a legend. Remember him from his Newcastle days. Huge Keegan fan, so the games versus Liverpool was always a highlight when he was Newcastle manager. Oh, what a few games they were. Luckily for me, in my memory of them, Liverpool came out on top of them, didn't they? So it's like, it's a nice memory. Whereas like when we played Leeds the other day, it was talking about the 4-4 and Viduka scored all 4. And I remember being horribly like, it was horrible memories of it because it was so painful at the time. Because I was like, why can't we just beat Leeds? And it's still happening today. So, we ever called Little Richard as a kid? Not really, no. No, I don't think my family really had much knowledge of Little Richard as an artist, maybe. His power rankings were great. Shaq Hislop is the GOAT of being scored on by Gerrard from 30 yards. Yeah, fair. Did Shaq Hislop was in goal for was it the FA Cup final? I assume that's what you mean. All right, let's go. It's the 7th. Oh my word, we just went a week there. It's the 7th. Let's just quickly see if any of those lads that we were talking to before are now interested. If I go to shortlists, actually, I assume those guys are on my default shortlist. So Nwosu's interested. Interestingly, annoyingly, it looks like... Is Taylor Richards on here? I'm not even sure he is. I want to see if he's interested using this. The player I always remember and should have gone to a bigger club is Matt Letizia. Yeah, brilliant footballer. Dodgy opinions these days, but yeah, brilliant footballer. Add to shortlist by default, and then I can see. Let's see, now that we're not in the transfer window, whether he'll talk to us. He still won't. I guess we keep on scouting and keep seeing, but yeah, might not happen. Same with Josh Onoma, though. Let's check. How you doing, Matty? What a throwback that is. An old school, one of the old school mods there. How you doing, Matty? I hope you're good, my friend. Josh Onoma. Good spelling there from me. Let's add him to a shortlist. Let's see if he'll now talk. He will. Let's get Josh in. Still got your Kilman mug. Very cool. I'm still waiting, by the way. I've ordered the Chucky mug and the Three Counties mug, and every are just terrible. And they've not delivered them. Which is annoying. But I would like a new mug, please. Every. If you could get your act together. That's cool, though. I've still got the Kilman mug here somewhere as well. Right, let's go. Let's give him a year's contract. Why not? Till June 27. You just give him a 5-month deal and then decide maybe. Did you order to the new address? Did you order them to London? I ordered these ones to the new address. I did. I did order one for the old address, which is there now. But this one was correct. Still need to get the Frankie Bishop FCOM shirt on the wall behind you. I do. You're right. Right. 330 a week till the end of the season, Josh Onoma. Let's do that. Any other people? If we do a transfer room in, now that we're looking, should I do a new one for a new goalie? I need first choice goalkeeper, transfer, don't care about the age. I will check these guys, but none of them are great. Can I have Boyce Clark? Actually, did I sign him? Was he the one who was at... Have I signed him recently in a save? Every aren't great, but if I see it's coming from DPD, I resign myself to never getting him. I sold him in the DOF for good money. Was that him? I was looking at his thing here thinking he can't be that good. I'm in the DOF say, was it him or has he got a brother? We sold him for 20 million. Yeah. How has he dropped this far down? Sold him in the DOF. I thought so for Derby, right? And we replaced him with... Who did we replace him with? But we got massive money for him. That is him. This guy played 30-odd games for Poch's Spurs, but has basically given up on football for 3 years when he should be in his prime. Not this guy. This guy didn't ever play for Spurs. He played for Reading. Oh, Josh Onoma. Sorry, yes. He did, yes. You're right. He used to be huge rated, but now he's poor. Run it back. Do we run it back? He looks like he's better than Oliver Reaver. Look. Way better than Reaver. And if he's interested, I feel like he should get a work permit because he's got English second nationality. Is he better for us? Probably. He can carry us up the leagues. He's only 22 as well, which makes me more interested. He's willing to consider. He doesn't want much money. No work permit needed. Let's he's super cheap as well. Let's bring him in. Do you know what? Sold. I will look for other ones, but I'm sold. Let's try and bring in Kanaya Boyce Clark, I reckon. £320 a week for a year, which gives us next season as well. Take it to 300 if we can. Well, 320 is fine. Let's do it. Let's do it. You have a goalie at Eastbourne called Ross Fitzsimmons. 1M. He's pretty good. Interesting. Can make a reggae song. Yeah. Is that cultural appropriation? We have to always be careful of those things. But he is Jamaican. So it is a temptation, of course. Right. Let's do this game. Ah, it was a good save, wasn't it, Connor? Annoyingly, it's just the timing of where we were with it. It was good fun, though. Matty, thank you for the 31. Have my prime, legend. Thank you for your prime. I appreciate it. Jamaica me stereotype. Pav said that, by the way, not me. DOF was a lot of fun. It was. Right, let's do same again. I don't know why I'm overthinking it. Well, I don't even know why I'm thinking about it each time. Let's just roll on through. We're doing fine. We're winning game. We won 6-0 last time. Otto, yeah, Onuma was in that under-17 team with Foden, Sancho, Solanke, Tosin that won the World Cup. People at Spurs expected him to be a full international when he was getting first-team games. Yeah, which happens to a lot of players. Nia Kirby was also in that squad, wasn't he? When he was at Palace. Now he's playing, well, in here he's playing in non-league somewhere. I think he's playing Baller League in real life, so it happens, doesn't it? Chucky almost immediately 10 seconds in. Wide. Hey, Mushroom Man, I'm glad you think so. We're having fun with it. Our own world we're creating, aren't we? Kokota just posted the shop as well. If you want to go and buy a shirt, a 3 County shirt, there is one available. It's very nice indeed. Here it is, being modelled perfectly. This is available in shops. Not shops, one specific shop online. I might get a Wagwan takeaway later. Actually, it's in Worcester. Unbelievable scran. It's called Wagwan. Like you've spelt it there. Available in shop, yeah. Available in all shop. The world building is unmatched. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you appreciate it. That's what I'm going for. We are building a world here. I think you should do a modelling shoot for it. I will happily do a modelling shoot when it arrives, Otto. Mine just... It might be every delivering it. So that's why it's not here yet. But yes... I will do a modelling shoot with my shirt on and add it to the website. Worcester are 1-0 down, by the way. Spalding have taken the lead there. It's at Worcester as well. I've just seen a goal pop up. They are losing. We're currently drawing, though. We might take the lead here, though. Ronaldo Flowers. Chucky's in the middle. We do take the lead. Could be a big goal.
His name's Chucky. He's a star. He is Caleb Chukwuemeka. He scores goals.
Where?
At the lane and easy. Chucky is his name.
Can we see a 3 Counties team appear in real life? It'd be amazing. I would go for it. Paolo, let's not rule it out. If we get enough real life footballers in this chat watching this, you know, why not? Still got one hell of a voice. Thank you, Matty. I've told Tobes he's playing. So we've got our assistant manager in game, Toby Raisin. He is a footballer. He'll play. We get enough. If I can speak to Taylor Richards' mum again, you know, we can make it work. Claire's Lane. I'm not having that. Chuck has just missed an open goal. Because you said that. Because you said at Claire's Lane, he missed that on purpose so that I wouldn't play the song. Clayts resist the urge to ad-lib where during the song challenge. Impossible. Yeah, I just can't resist. I'm sure you do it as well. I know you do. The song plays and you're all sat there at home with your iPad or your phone or your computer screen in front of you, and there's you going, where? I know you are. I'll dig up my cousin Dixie. Right. Imagine we did get Dixie Dean playing for 3 Counties though. That would be pretty good. He'd hopefully score some goals. That reminds me, by the way, did you see Theo Baker saying that he thinks Who was he saying? He thinks that Lee Trundle was better as a footballer than Pele. Good God. And that's coming from a Lee Trundle fan. I'd come out in sweats if you didn't say it. I know. Yeah, exactly. It'd be. I'm gonna not say it next time, chat, and you're gonna hate it. All right. If we all chip in 100 quid, we can afford 11k bid for Joachim Mailer. Sure, Wolfsburg will accept. That's true. That's true. We'll be some of the way there at least. You've not included YouTube viewers there, Ollie. So if we all do 100 quid, including the YouTube viewers, that's an extra 170 odd. There you go. I didn't hear that. It re-emphasized why I don't listen to those kind of YouTubers. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I saw it as a clip, but that's exactly why it exists, because it became a clip. 30k bid, get in, exactly. Yeah, I think they did. Lee Trundle used to be great to pick up on old FMs as well. I used to do it regularly. We've conceded a 76-minute equaliser here, by the way. This is really quite bad news. This requires a bit of a hero. So I'm going to get Brook Myers off, who's not having his best game. And we're going to bring on Benny Ashley Seal and try and score a winner in this game. Do I go 2 strikers? It is tempting. I'm going to do it. In possession, we're going to go like this. And then out of possession, it will go like that. And try and win this game. Sendles White right back needed, yeah. Standing out star rating wise, and it's because of his out of possession, though, Pav. His attributes are really good. And look, yeah, 8.2 ratings. Brilliant. All right. Should we check in, actually? Are Worcester still trailing? They're 2-0 down. We are going to gain a point on them, but if we don't win here, this will be such a shame. I'm going to actually have to shout at them. Demand more. This is the chance to win this game. Pause it, go for it. I mean, to be fair, I've just gone 2 strikers. I have done. That's not us. We are going for it. We have a highlight. Chucky and Benny up front together. Can we make the breakthrough to win this game? It could be vital to our title challenge. We've won the ball back and lost it again. Gale, win it back. Mooney's won it again and lost it again. This is going to be them scoring, isn't it? What a save from Oliver Reaver. The keeper we're trying to replace has just kept us in it. What a save that is. Right. Can we get ourselves an attack going? No Sendles White, no Party. I tell you what I'm going to do as well. I'm going to make another change. We're going to do Radojevic, push forward to here. We're going to go for what is the Zinga, basically. And do you know what I'm going to do? We're going to keep us really attacking, even out of possession too. Send it forward. No Sendles White, no Party. Right, highlight. 5 to play. Those changes I've just made haven't actually happened yet. Up the Wyverns. If we win here late, whoever scores is a hero, and it could put us within 2 points of Worcester. Vontae into Benny, onto his left foot. Benny Ashley Seals hit the post. Mooney shoot. He's hit the post. Flowers headed away. That was it. Again, there's somebody painting my living room and I'm shouting like this at a video game. Vontae Williams. Benny scores! Yes! Benny Ashley Seal, everybody off together. That does not fit the vibe for this. Benny does score with 5 to play. You want something a bit louder than just arf, arf, arf. But you know what? We'll take it. Benny Ashley Seal 2-1 to 3 counties. And it could be vital. I now need to revert to something way less ridiculous than this. Let's go back to what we were doing before then, which is to play one of you in there and play it like this. And then out of possession, we'll just drop it back in. Are they the right way around? They are. We'll just drop it back into what it was before, which is like this. And we'll keep it like that. We should be good, I reckon, but let's see. I'm going to do a sub as well just to waste some time. 2-1. What a moment. Mooney off for... We haven't got a 10. No, I suppose actually we can do. Mooney off for Burnett. Could be game-changing this, yes. Let that go through. Let's drop it to balanced. And also... We'll do some time wasting as well. You can tell the length of service of a Clayts video by the random sound effects that come out. Exactly. Exactly. And their reaction. If people are here for it or not. Yeah. Okay. Reaver has the ball and is wasting time. There is 40 seconds to play, but there is a highlight. Benny Ashley Seal now. Into Reaver, into Chucky to seal it at the end. Benny's in there. It's come to Benny. It's saved. It should mean, though, that time should expire before they can attack again here. Luca scores anyway. And we get ourselves the 3 points. Massive. Radojevic makes it 3-1. I am relaxed. I am relaxed. Worcester are going to win now. Let's hope that is not the case. They have got a goal back. We're in added time. Is it going to finish 2-1? I think they may have just lost at home. I'd like to check, but I don't think it's going to show me on here. It's not. You're getting barbed by the wyverns, everyone. You're getting clubbed by the seal. That's a horrible sentence. But you could make the argument that Hales Owen just got clubbed by the seal. Was that song produced by Sailor on the High Seas? It was. Yes, the point suggests it. We are 2 points behind Worcester City with 15 games to go. That could be the change. Last time Worcester lost, they compounded it by losing the next game as well. Yes, the Seals' revenge, exactly. Will that happen again this time? Six Ways hosts shock result. We love to see it, look. The best viewing is to be found at Six Ways. I disagree with that. Thompson Brissett, JTB gave them the lead, but they fell apart to lose. Did that say 30th of the season? Oh my God. Benny Ashley Seal, no. Jaden Thompson Brissett has scored 30 goals this season, all comps. My word. With the game, and we still play them. Oh my word, we do. We play them at home. It's 5 games from the end. We play Worcester at home. That is going to be... We need to get to a point where we play that next stream, and it is going to be a title decider. Oh my God. Huge game. If we can, how long have we got now? Like, maybe another hour. If we can get to, like, this being the first game of next stream or something, it could be huge. Do we own 6 A's or are we renting it? We don't own any of it, Kokota, because we're not Worcester. Worcester's 6 Ways is where they play. We play at Claines Lane, of course. I think Spalding did beat them, or they beat us some. But yes, 6 games in 1 hour and 10 minutes. We can do that, can't we? Kanaya Boyce Clark is coming in as well. We have a new goalkeeper. I feel bad because Reaver made a great save in that game, right where we needed him most. It was a really good save, but we've now got a new goalkeeper. It's our first new signing in quite a long time, isn't it? He will come in there. Let's see the comparison between the two in terms of star ratings. Reaver down at 2 stars. Kanaya Boyce Clark at 3.5. That looks quite nice. Can we buy 6 Ways off them? That's interesting. Maybe like in the medium term and then build our own stadium on the 3 County Showground later on in the save. Something like that maybe. Reaver on the bench now, yes. Instead of you. See, I wonder if I need to cancel some of these now. Or do we go and get Milosevic? Is he even interested? He would. We can't really afford him. But he would actually join us. All eyes on Worcester, but Real Bedford is going to be when we trip up. Real Bedford could be. Who have we lost to? Who have we dropped points to so far in the save? And then we need to be careful when we play them. We lost to Bishop Stortford, but I think we beat them the last time we played them. We did. We beat them 1-0. We lost to Sholin, but they're not in our league. We drew to AFC Sudbury. We drew to Spalding. So that's going to be... Do we play them again? Oh, my word. We play away at Spalding. Second to last game. That going to be... And we play Sudbury, who we drew to. So 2 teams we've dropped points to in the last 3 games of the season. This actually might go all the way to the wire. We also drew to Old Church. Do we play them again? We do. We play them at home in a couple of games' time. Huge run-in for the title. Anyone else that we drop points to? I think that might be it now. Stratford and then the first 2 games. Stratford and Needham Market, who I think we've played both already again. Yeah, we beat Stratford. We beat Needham Market. Yeah. You feel like Worcester lost to Spalding? Yeah, we need to check that. Somebody said that as well. Did Worcester also lose to Spalding? If we go to Spalding's fixtures, they beat Worcester 2-1 here. They lost to Real Bedford. So you might be right. Real Bedford scored 3 against us, but we still won. They also beat Spalding, so they must be a decent team. When did they... We drew to Spalding there. Look, when did they also play... They beat Worcester. No, they lost to Worcester. They did lose to Worcester 3-2. So, Cyberbully scored twice. They could still, though, look at their form. They are definitely there to play a bit of a role in this title race. Less transfers now, more after season. If you grab Miller now, you're going to have to rotate him in and it'll cost you more. I agree, Helmers. I don't think we need him now. I think it would have been cool to get, like... Well, get Josh, who I think I've gone for. Get Josh and the keeper now, and that kind of boosts us enough, really. Fairly prone to injury, but comes in for just the rest of the season to be a decent option for us in midfield. Josh Onema comes in. I think that's a smart one, just as an extra. Because we lost Freddie Wilcox, and there's somebody else who got recalled from their loan, but we did maybe need just 1 or 2 extra bodies in there. And Josh can be that, can't he? He's not great, but he has got massive experience. Could definitely do that role if we need him. He's only 28. Again, why have his... I guess it must be injuries. Why has his physicals dropped off as much as they have? Right, these guys are all going to leave their trials, which is fine. He's not finished. He's 28. He looks like he's in his 30s now. Yeah, with his physicals, he does. Watch Onema be vital for the run-in. I mean, I don't see it, but maybe. Okay. We play Bury Town at home tomorrow. Let's get ourselves into that and then also maybe check in with who Worcester are playing. Oof, it's getting exciting. We want this. This is exactly why Worcester exists in this save, by the way, because it becomes exciting. Because they... Imagine if they weren't in this league, we'd have won the title by now. And we'd be like, just meandering through, whereas actually there is stuff riding on these games now, which is cool. Greenest, thank you very much for the year. 1 year. Happy 1 year anniversary, Greenest. Scenes when an ad is in the way, I find out my sub has literally just expired this minute. Wow. Your sub expires and they immediately show you an ad. I like it. Big Sam is still at Worcester. Yes, he is indeed. Let's put Josh on the bench instead of Burnett. And then, do you know what? I kind of think having 2 DMs is better because that allows us to play Radojevic further forwards. We'll go Onema and Burnett because Onema can also play further forward too. And being able to use Ashley Seal wide and Chucky wide, I think makes more sense. Right, Kanaya Boyce Clark debut incoming. Let's go to the match and find out and follow along with what Worcester do as well. I think we should make a bet, chat. If we win this league, how about this? Who wants in? If enough people are in, we'll do it. If Worcester win the league, you have to buy a shirt. This shirt. If we win the league, you have to buy a shirt. If Worcester win the league, I have to give away a shirt. If we get enough people commit to that, who's in? If Worcester win the league, I give away a shirt. If we win the league, you have to agree to buy one. I don't know who's going to be in for that, but that's what I'm proposing. Let's say if we get 5 people agree to that, I'll agree to the giveaway. Do you know what? Actually, no, you're right. Let's do it. Let's do a mug. You're right, because shirts are expensive. And you know what? Let's do a mug. Let's make it a mug. If we go to Wyverns FC, if you go to the website, can I show you the website here? Let's do a mug. What do you call me? If you go to the website, by the way, there is articles that appear on here where you can meet the squad. It's got a bit of a all the way through look. It tells you all of our players, who they are, even though Oliver Reever's not a keeper anymore. There he is, Sendles White, etc. There are articles on here all about the save. It gives you all of the background of the saves as well on the website. And also on the website, though, on the homepage, there's a little breakdown of when we beat Worcester away from home, look. Also on here is the club shop. If you go to the club shop, you can see the things that you can purchase. How about this? It needs Boyce Clark on the... it needs like a reveal of Boyce Clark. It's true, isn't it? If you... Who agrees that I will do a mug giveaway, either of a Chucky mug or a 3 Counties FC mug? Who agrees? Also, we won't do this because it's expensive, but you could get yourself a Christmas jumper if you wanted to. If you agree, if we get, you just need to say, I agree now. If we get 10 people agree to buy mugs to celebrate the title win, if we win it. If not, I will, if we don't win it, I will give away a mug. How's that? You take the bet. Mushrooms in. We need 9 others. Who else is in? The colours on the... are the colours crazy? They're just yellow and it's just the colours of 3 Counties, is it not? I'll take that bet, says Mushroom. Can we... Holmesy is in. Can we crowdsource an answer if someone wears that and gets asked by a bloke what team it is? We play it serious. Oh, absolutely. We have to do that, Otto, yes. Halmers is in. We've got 3. We need 7 more people to agree. Did they send it to Romania? They should do, Paolo, yeah. In fact, I'm 99% certain they do. What you can do to check it, Paolo, is to click it, go on your browser, click it, and it will tell you about how much it will cost you to get it and stuff. But I'm pretty sure they do, yeah. But also, I fully agree with that, yes. If anyone asks you, if you're wearing the shirt or you have any type of merch from 3 Counties, you have to pretend it's a real team. That's the way that this works. Seems like they sent yours to Romania, Clayts. Right. I mean, it's really true. We need to get Chucky to model it. I was thinking, chat, shall I reach out to Chucky or is it just too weird? I think it's too weird. But I really kind of want, like, I was debating whether I should DM him and, like, show him the song, but it's too weird. It's shipped from Riga in Latvia. There you go. So it will ship to Romania. It's so weird, isn't it? Right, Sneethy's in. Who else agrees that they'll buy a mug? Let's go back to this. Let's continue. Give it a try. You've made him famous. I think he kind of did that himself by being a footballer who's a pro footballer. But yeah, you collect mugs. Nice. If you do that, you could never call one of us parasocial again. I really couldn't there. You're completely right, Ian. You're true. Rob's in. 5 to go, chat. And we'll do a mug giveaway if we don't win the title. But if we do, you have to celebrate winning the title by ordering a mug. You've promised now. It's in written evidence, okay? Yeah, that's true, Pav. That's true. Paolo's in. 4 to go. YouTube are holding it down by agreeing to the bet, by the way. You have loads of cool ones. Can post them in the Discord. Do it. Yeah, I would like to see that. I mean, I've just spent, like, what, 20 minutes showing you my collection of big head football models. So we're not too good to pass up an opportunity to see some of his collection as Chucky scores. It's happening, chat. It's happening. Hi, Chucky. I'm an FM content creator who's created a fictional club and we've signed you. Would you be willing to model the club's football shirt as you're an icon for my community? I think he would say... do you know what I think he'd do? I think he'd block me. That's cool. To be fair, I reckon it's the sort of thing players who aren't at the very top they probably do appreciate, like, we love you because I've signed you in my save. But probably, yeah. We love Chucky, though. What a guy. Requesting song, sorry. We do need to listen to the song.
His name's Chucky.
What is he?
He's a star. He is Caleb Chuck.
Oh, right, okay.
And Nick He scores goals at the lane and we see.
How weird did that feel? How weird did that feel? I know you hated it. I know you hated it. Oh yeah, no, is he still with them in Switzerland or is he not there anymore? I know you hated that. Charlie Farr down the right-hand side finds Fionn Mooney. Fionn Moons. This AI slot, Benji has started a pandemic, I tell you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not having it, though. I know that that's a joke, Jinx one. I know it's a joke, but it's upset me still. Because that's actually recorded by me. It's not AI slot, I promise you. Hey, Claire. How you doing, Mr. Jenk? I think he knows Beyond. I hope he knows, anyway. I hope he knows. Go and listen to it on Spotify. I'm trying to get 1,000 streams on Spotify of my song. I put effort into that. As much effort as I could possibly do. It's still ridiculous, isn't it? So ridiculous. Right, Charlie Farr. It existed before AI, yeah. Chuck it off the bar and in. You have to listen to it again.
His name's Chucky.
Again. We're 3-0 up.
He's a star. He is Caleb Chokwu Emeka.
How many syllables can you get into one
He
name?
scores goals at the late and
love it. I know you love it.
easy. Chucky is his name.
You know what? I'm willing to pretend I didn't know for the bit, but it was too perfect to be AI. Actually, now you feel complete now that I did the where. I know it's true. Right. We are 3-0 up. I haven't checked the Worcester score yet, but this is going about as perfectly as we could hope for right now. Chucky and Claire name a better partnership. Yes. You can't. Charlie Farr into the box. Tackle. Chucky again. He's almost got a half-an-hour hat trick there. Almost. Very close. We've been quite good today, haven't we? I know we struggled to the win last time, but other than that, we've had some big wins, and this looks like it's going to be another big win. Hey, Chucky, you know that how Charlie Puth wrote a song about Marvin Gaye that made the top 10? Well, I've made one about you. Thanks. Regards, Clayts. You think it could be fun? See if we just got another Frankie Bishop type player. Very true. We are very close to our youth intake as well, aren't we? In fact, we are only a matter of a few weeks away. We should today get our youth intake. So we're going to keep Chucky around so he can score goals in the Champions League. I think so, yeah. We'll try to. As long as we can, anyway. Chat, by the way, we're 3 people agreeing away to the bet. The mug bet. The Champions mug bet. I'll tell you what as well. If you want me to, I can make a 3 Counties FC Champions mug. For the bet specifically. You can have the badge on there and then have Champions 25-26 on it to commemorate if you want for the giveaway. I need 3 more people to agree to the bet though. Helmsers, by the way, this guy here, this legend, says, if you want me to make a jingle for one of your players, let me know. I'm the singer in the Norwegian metal band The Federation. 2 albums on Spotify, music video on YouTube. Go have a blast. Obviously, the answer is yes. Chat, who should we get Helmers to make a song for? We need to give him the resources, and obviously we want a proper song from you. An actual singer. Yes. Does Benny Ashley Seal need one with this sampled in there somewhere? That's what we need. Look at your Discord. Okay. Right. Well, I mean, Pav's just sent me a load of lyrics for Running Up the Hill. But with Benny in there. Benny running up that hill. I mean, if I only could, I'd make Ashley Seal a god. And I'd get him to swap Peter Walton's face. I'd be running up that road. Benny running up that hill. With no problems. See, if I only could, I'd make Ashley Seal a god. Alright, I'm not sure this was going to take off. I thought the Discord had been botted again at first. I mean, that's not mods have to deal with that. Brooke Myers does need a song, Mr. Jenk. I agree with you on that one. Took you 3 minutes, that, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of lower league managers, but AI in general is pretty LLM, sorry, but AI in general is pretty interesting. Building an AI. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, sorry. I've taken that as lower league managers mushrooms. Sorry, large language models, of course. I know what you mean. Yeah, there's people's like dismissiveness of AI and calling it slop as a complete dismissal is naive. People, what they mean is AI slop instead of art. Like AI in place of art is terrible. AI in place of creativity, terrible. AI is still literally going to be the future and people need to kind of get on board with it. And obviously that's what they need to do, is find a way that it is not as environmentally terrible as it currently is. So I understand where it's coming from, but it's gone so far the other way now that people are this is a much bigger conversation, but it's gone like so far the other way that people are like, AI equals bad. AI doesn't equal bad. AI equals certain areas of AI equals bad. You know? Chukwemeka Kakakaka is art. I'm not sure it is. Generative AI is what people have a problem with. But even that still, there is still large elements of it that people are dismissive of just because they see the way that it's being used. And obviously there's the environmental impact. But I think people also don't bother thinking about the environmental impact in so many different areas, like food production and air travel, all sort of things that people are completely fine with. But weirdly, you don't like it for AI models because you've just decided and because it's become a popular thing to sort of hate on. I think we need we absolutely need regulations on it too. But this is a very grown-up conversation that people need to have about it, rather than just the following the crowd on people. And that's maybe what people aren't just ready for, because it's new and it's a little bit scary and it's weird, I think. But yeah, I think all of the things that people are upset about, I also don't like either. There's some really cool applications in archaeology, environmental science, geospatial stuff in general. Absolutely. Absolutely. Really. Oh my God. How can you go from that conversation to watching that as well? We need to stop. We need to stop. If you hear what the CEO of those AI companies say, you will gain a hatred for AI too. Absolutely. Probably. Yeah. But that's also specific to that AI company, right? That's also like saying the CEO of these big companies are not great people. I will talk about that. Okay, I will apply that to pretty much every massive company then. Right, Vontae Williams has scored an own goal, but it shouldn't matter. Hey, your pickups have arrived. Get in, Ben boy. Love to see it. Good stuff. I'm glad. I'm glad. Right, 77 on the clock. Worcester 5-1 up. The title is not being won or lost today. We are going to do a sub and bring Benny Ashley Seal on, though. Let's just bring him on for you. I'm going to play him wide today. Why not? And we'll also do... Josh Onomer's going to come on at DM and see how he goes. It was a great finish by Vontae Williams, wasn't it? Carragher in disguise. Yes. Excuse me. It is annoying. That is annoying, Mushroom. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Again, it's a bigger conversation that's worth getting into during a stream where we're playing Football Manager. But there's definitely more nuance to it than people on Twitter, for example, are willing to give. This looks a bit framey. I don't know if it's because of the rain. My game looks real framey at the moment. Are you seeing that, chat? Semel Ramadan's got a goal back for them, but it should still be fine, I think. Clayts Tech Talk stream 1. I mean, probably never. I think it might be because it seems all right now. Yeah, I think it's because of the rain is making it real framey. You're joining my round table. Perfect. Here we go with Fionn Mooney to make it 5-2. It's a good goal from F Moons. GG's. GG's indeed. Another Mooney banger. He does score bangers, doesn't he? Ulad Mahand with another assist as well. Lovely. Right, we've scored 5. Worcester have scored 5. It means that nothing changes. Still 2 points in it, but we are a game closer to that massive derby game, which could just decide the title, right? Is it a good album? Sorry, good album. I've just read the word album in the chat. Is it a good debut for Kanaya Boyce Clark, who conceded twice? Oh, is it? Yeah, maybe not. Worcester won 5-1. Frankie Bishop, Thompson Bristol scored again. 83 points for us, 85 for them. Will, thank you very much for the 63 months. Are we cooking? We are, sort of, yes. We kind of are. Right, let me save the game. I realised that I've not done that for a while. Let me do that as well. 2 bangers from Mooney, indeed. Howl for the Mooney. Bark at the Mooney. F Moon's goal song should be Werewolves of London. I see, yeah, there is something to work with there, isn't it? Holmesy's listening to Halmzarino's music, which is very cool to see. Sam says, I work with a lot of people in TV advertising. It's going to be an odd one where people need to adapt very fast because it's the sort of thing that will cause people in certain sectors their jobs, for sure. Yeah, did you see the I don't know if it's even real. Did you see the McDonald's advert that was made just with AI? And it's just crap. But yeah, Frankie's Paradise is actual fire though, don't deny. Right, not now. Really looking forward to my TCFC mug. Yeah, and you should be, because we're doing a bet. I need some more people to agree though. We need 3 more people, chat. and I'll give away a mug if we don't win the league. But if 3 people agree, they have to buy a mug if we do win it. And if you want, I can make a... Pause. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. 3 counties takeover rumours persist. Takeover talk continues to dominate the conversation at 3 Counties FC, and while there are some doubts about whether a supposed rich benefactor is indeed interested in purchasing the club, many supporters are already discussing what the future could look like under new ownership. Jan Bo is potentially selling the club. I kind of want Jan Bo to stay. He's been quite good. But this could be wild. Let's see what the fans say. Mo Abrahart says, have absolutely no interest in being at the behest of whichever obscenely rich mogul ends up trying to buy us. I disagree, Mo. If a rich if a rich mogul wants to buy us, I'd sort of be fine with that. To be honest, that's okay. Jay Flowers, Ronaldo Flowers, his brother, says, now this is what I'm talking about. I can only assume that Jay is related to Ronaldo. And then Dan Jones, rumors of a takeover. He's verified, is Dan, or he's paid for Twitter. One of the two here. Rumours of a takeover at 3 Counties include news that the Wyverns could soon be in the hands of an unnamed foreign tycoon with considerable net wealth. Well. I heard Gaspigol wants to invest in 3 Counties. Gaspigol. What a time that was. Oh, hello. Welling want to buy Ulad Mahand for 32k as well. There's more money there. That could be quite good, actually. Even though we spent 25k on a goalkeeper's work permit who never ended up joining us, which is a shame. Feels too early. You want some fun with Yambo first. Yeah, I sort of get you. Let's see if it happens. The first time it's rumoured very rarely actually happens, right? Like, it doesn't usually happen in the first time. It will be dismissed at some point, I'm sure. Right. Let's continue. A CEO of a local AI company looking to buy the Wyverns and potentially invest thousands. Exactly. Our shirt model's band is really good. Black Fortress is enjoyable as hell. I have to say, after the intro, I wasn't expecting vocals that clean. Trying to think who it reminded him of. There we go. That's very cool, Mushroom. I like how you just refer to him as our shirt models. That's very cool. Maybe we'll do a... Can someone link it to me? We'll do our outro track today because I'm willing to pay back Halmazinho for buying this shirt. We'll do the We'll listen to one of Halmazinho's songs as the outro track of today's stream. Sound good? P Mac, thank you for the sub, my friend. Welcome back as well. I hope you're well. After the shenanigans of last time, thank you for the primer. You don't need to do that, but I appreciate you. It's not a primer. It's just the first one month sub. You've had a decent amount of takeovers actually go through. Feels more likely than in 24. Oh, interesting. Okay, maybe. The owner status was maxed out, so it's surprising this is happening. I guess things can happen, can't they? When's the Worcester game? We've got the Worcester game in. I'll look at the exact date now. It's at the end of March. It's a month away. That can go super quick. Today, when did we take over? We've done 5 games today. We're going a bit slower than maybe I'd hoped, but as long as we get within, like, if we can get to this Bedford game 4 games from now in the next 45 minutes, we'll be fine. I also think we'd then be pretty close. Let's just check. We've got a game right now. When's our youth intake coming? It comes through in... Does it say it on here? No. I swear, where does it say how far away it is? It's a very good one. Mid to end March. Usually somewhere it tells you the exact date that they come through, right? Ah, here we go. 27 days. 20th of March. So, about around the time of that Worcester game, isn't it? Hopefully, some delicious prospects in there. Hopefully, yes. All good, P-Mac. No worries. We're all good. Don't sweat it. Right, let's play same team. Leston. I'm not going to change it, even though the temptation is there to put Josh Onomer in, but I don't feel like we have to. We're still winning games, aren't we? Post on Discord. Right, let me get that, and I can always add it at the end then. Thank you for sharing, Mushroom Man. Perfect. I got it. Okay. There must be some delicious prospects indeed. Seems to happen more often once they're rumoured unless the chairman dismisses it early. And he hasn't dismissed it yet. There is the Worcester... No, I said it again. There's the Three Counties team. We must keep an eye on what Worcester are doing. I don't know who they're playing. The Leston ground is definitely not full, is it? Let's keep an eye on that game too. Which club have we replaced in the league? Doge the Dog. We are in place of Quorn FC. So, yeah. It's, I don't think many people have missed Quorn. Right. First 28 seconds. We go close. We got ourselves a corner. Worcester are playing today at home to St Ives. That should be a win you'd expect, isn't it? Why isn't that game kicked off? Surely we're also at 3 o'clock here and the Stourbridge Barwell game is just not kicked off yet. Clayts, any tips on improving youth intake or is it random? I have the best facilities, best youth recruitment and the intakes are usually poor. Junior coaching also comes into it and all of that other stuff, but otherwise it is just random. For how good the intake's going to be. It also always depends on how good it's compared to how good your actual squad is as well. So whether the players are going to be of a current ability level or as good as your players you've got right now. So if you've got a really good team, your youth intakes are going to look not as good unless you have some super high potential players in there. To bear that in mind as well. That's why at this level, mine are going to look like they're going to be really good. It's just because the players might not be very good, but they're almost as good as the players we've got because my players aren't very good. Taken over Quorn and now being taken over by AI CEOs Three Counties. Really do hate the environment. Yeah, they do. We also knocked Forest Green out of the FA Cup because, you know, down with the vegans. Glad it's not Stamford. No, Stamford are still about as a team, yes. I don't know who they're playing. Are they in our league? I think they're in our... Yeah, they're 0-0 with Needham Market. Look, don't worry about it. I don't mean that, by the way. I don't actually mean the sentence down with the vegans. Don't come for me. What's everyone, what meat is everyone having for their Christmas dinner? that felt too snide, I'm sorry. North Leicestershire is now Clayt's enemy, yeah. Amongst others. Amongst others. Right, 35 minutes on the clock here. We are 0-0. So are Worcester, though. That actually makes me, the fact that they're still 0-0 makes me want to have scored a goal even more so. Because it is possibly a chance. Just had a bacon sandwich. Nice. Poorly kept turkey for me. Perfect. Right. Poorly kept. You want to clarify that the turkey you eat is poorly reared. Horrible. Horrible. Redeeming channel points to name New Gen after the Meat Man from the Carvery stream. Ah, the Carvery stream. What a throwback that is. Clayts probably took a ham sandwich to the Forest Green game and taunted their fans with it. A pig's head. Threw it at Luis Figo. Don't know why he was there. Strange. Mum does a cockerel. Jesus Christ. We're going to stop this now. Ronaldo Flowers, Chucky, Brooke Myers, Charlie Farr has drawn a good save from the keeper. As we look to take the lead at the end of this start of this second half, I should say. Worcester, still 0-0. 55 minutes on the clock. Does this game need a hero? We're not far away from me saying that. Why are we still 0-0? We've had 19 shots. We need to change something. Let's do Ronaldo. I'm going to put I'm going to put Benny up front. I'm also going to change. I'm also going to bring on Josh Onoman there. So that Luca plays further forward. And hopefully that makes the difference here. Throwing bacon bits down from the blimp, I've heard. Ridiculous. What a ridiculous sentence. Turkey tip. Dry brine it 3 to 4 days before. You'll get succulent, juicy turkey. That is a good tip. 20 to play. Still 0-0. And I think it's still 0-0 in the Worcester game as well. Massive opportunity to go. If we can find a winner here to go top of the league. At least level on points with them at the top of the league. I don't know what the goal difference looks like. Charlie Farr coming forward. Looks for Brooke Myers. Brooke Myers! Saved. I feel like he could have hit a lot of the open net there and he hit the keeper instead. That was a chance. I don't know why I've just berated them. That might not go down well because it's 0-0. Chucky loses it. That was the chance, maybe. You smoked salt flakes from Aldi this year for Thanksgiving. It was amazing. Oof, that sounds good. Chucky into Ulad Mahand. We've got an attack, a highlight starting. Bonte Williams, great ball for Brook Myers. It's in. Is he onside? I think he is. Massive goal. I don't know why the highlight just ended like that. This, from a man who scored the own goal that he scored in the last game, is an outrageous pass. Look at this cross pass ball into the box from Bonte Williams. That is unbelievable. Onto the volley of Brook Myers, who knees it in. I think he needs it in. And we did need that. It is 1-0 to us. Still 0-0 in the Worcester game. This means... Oh, there's a highlight start and I'm scared. What a boy. Ex-Palace run the counties. They kind of do. They kind of do. Chucky down the left-hand side for a second here to make sure Bonte Williams just do the same cross again. All that. That's a great pass. Chucky. Find someone in the middle. Back to Vontae. Into Josh Onham. Into Chucky. Puts it wide. That was a chance. A chance he would usually take. Is the Worcester game still 0-0? Are they actually even playing that game? I'm not 100% sure. I think they are. We've just gone level on points with them. If it stays like this with 15 to play, we need to keep an eye on this result here. This latest score from St Ives Town. We also need to hold on to the 1-0 lead that we've got. Boyce Clark has the ball. I am nervy. I don't know why I said it like that. We are, though, massive. Get your flares out. We've given that ball away. There's a chance here for Leston. For folks, well wide. That's fine. Leave rubbish, keeper. Leave rubbish. Oh, my word. 5 to play. What's the Worcester score? No! They've scored. I bet you it's Frankie Bishop. Okay. It means even more so we need to hold on to this lead. 2 very tight games. A home game against St Ives, though, them pushing them close in that game is actually very promising for us. Even if they've got themselves out of jail a little bit, they've scored. Let's do subs just to see this through. Luca off now for Burnett and Charlie Farr. We don't... Sandals White for Charlie Farr. We'll be fine. What's the goal difference? We'll check it. We just need to be within a point or two. Exactly. As long as we're in touching distance, that home game that we play against them is the decider, isn't it? We have got the 3 points here today. That's massive. At the moment, the title is in our hands. It really is. Because we're only 2 points behind them. The goal difference is weirdly closer than I thought. We've scored 101 goals now. We've just conceded slightly more. 67 for them, 62 for us. We could close that with a few goals if we can continue to score goals. The form we're in, we could close that before our game. That's a massive win. I'm going to save it. That is a big old win, that one. Could be vital. Annoying that they also did win. Who scored their winner? Winless St Ives. Look, 8 games without winning, and they only got beaten 1-0 in that game. Oh, look, Leston just had a takeover as well. Can I see that? We're playoff bound. No. We're title bound. Where is... Here. Okay, it doesn't show me anyway. Who scored the winner in that game? Is it Frankie Bishop? Oh my God, it actually was. Of course it is. The narrative. It's delicious, chat. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying the world building in this save is out of this world. You know what I mean? Frankie Bishop delivering that winning goal in that game just shows it's delicious narrative, isn't it? It's great. Right, they are delighted. Does that mean, have we actually qualified for at least the playoffs now? I think we have, yes. St Ives missed the penalty as well. Oh, my word, they did. That's crazy. That really could have been it. Oh, look. Teams are trying to sign their players. Andre Ayew, the captain, could be leaving. Let's see the Bishop goal. I've gone off it now. We need to... Do you know what? I was going to go back then. We need to make progress. We need to go and try and get close enough so that next stream we can finish the season. So we should do that. You should reach out to Chucky. Another YouTuber did it with Jared Bowen when he was at Hull and he sent a video in. Maybe. We talked about it earlier. I think it's a bit weird. I've made a song. Has it gone too far? I think it's gone too far. Yeah, Andre Ayew plays non-league for Worcester, along with Dele Alli and all sorts. That's the team that we're up against. That Worcester team is stacked. But at the moment, we're right there with them. It's the Worcester money, yeah. Not gone far enough. I disagree. All right. What's your head-to-head with them? With Worcester, we've beaten them in the one game we played. We beat them 2-1 away from home. If you want a rundown of how that game how that game went, if you go to the website, there's a match report on that game here. Look, that breaks it down. This is how that game went. Look. It was pretty good. Like Ronaldo Flowers scored the winner. Chucky scored the opener. It was a battle on at six ways, but in the end, 3 counties came away with a 2-1 win. So yeah, there was a bit of a write up here. Like, if you look at the stats, look, Ronaldo Flowers scored the winner, but we did dominate the game. We had the better XG. We had the better possession. On the night, it was a massive derby game, but we came away with a victory in it. How cool is that? It's so silly. So silly. How cool is that, though, to be able to say, if you go to the website, there's a bit of a write-up on the game. You can see, look, who the starting lineup was on the day. Chucky led the line. Look, it's so silly. So much fun. But yeah, there you go. Look, you can also go to the website and it'll give you all of the VODs are there if you wanted to find it that way, which is cool. I think I can get some, like, look, I can see how many people have clicked on the website, which is quite 117 views on the website in the last, when was this? The last 7 days. People actually clicking it. You've got like this, you can probably see where you are. Like there's 11 people from Poland or 11 views from Poland. Ridiculous. I appreciate the effort into the lot. That's it, isn't it? It's all about just trying to build the world that we're playing in. You said to make it difficult, so Big Sam's Galacticos were born. Exactly. I did say to Pav, I was like, I want the early seasons to not be completely like a bit of a cakewalk, basically. Hey, Victoria, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're good. Welcome in. Oh, look, we've got a bid. It's a free transfer. He's not interested. Jaden Forrester. That's my Forrester. I hope you are, though, Vic. Love that at uni. Me and my housemates used to buy tons of the stuff. What, Old Rosie? Yeah, Old Rosie's fun, isn't it? Watch this space, though. When you look at that sponsor there, watch this space for the next few weeks, because there's some fun things, potentially. Big and Poland Clayski save next year, maybe. Yeah, own up. Is that you, Ian? I don't know if you're still in Poland. Are you in Poland nowadays? I've not had an update from you in your life for a while. I'd like to think that's just Ian clicking it 11 times. Am I the only Norwegian clicking the website? Shame on us. You must be, Hamza. Hamza. What can I say your name? Halmazinho. Halma. There we go. Right. Let's do same again. Olvchich. We drew to these last time. I'm not going to change a winning team. We had to grind it out last time, but right now we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Local derby, this one. It is. I don't know what I've just said to them. I'm not sure it was the right thing. We play them at home, though. There are the two teams appearing. There's me. Looking lovely. I've got my blue tracksuit on. Tim Flowers just left IRL to go to Bromsgrove. Really? That's fun. I think I saw that. I saw a tweet about that. That's a fun one, isn't it? That's a fun one. Right, we're on the way. We must check in. Who are Worcester playing? They play Needham Market away from home. They don't seem to be in great form, even though they did get that win. Let's see. The website, by the way, wyvernsfc.com. Wyvernsfc.com will get you the website. Maybe it needs to, maybe you need that on the screen somewhere. I don't know. Not really. I suppose we don't need to advertise the website all that much. But yes, that is the website. Here's a good link to the website. Go to the website that is on Halma's shirt. Here, look. That's it. Free kick to us on the edge. Luca finds Pharrell Johnson, our centre-back. That's a lovely set-piece move. It doesn't quite work, but very close. It was a good effort. What is the Worcester score then? Half an hour in. Are they leading? No, still 0-0. This is good. Can we Peter Walton helmet? I mean, maybe. Face swapping with Peter Walton. Yes. Chat, I'm going to... here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you when. On the Three Counties FC Twitter account, I'm going to... In one of the graphics that I do, I'm going to put Peter Walton's face in it somewhere. Very hidden. And I'm going to just test whether you spot it. Okay? Chucky! Let's put it wide. That was a chance. He went for the dink. The keeper made the save. We missed the chance to take the lead, but Worcester have now taken the lead. Peter Walton is a QR code, yes. It is 1-0 Worcester, which means the league table puts them now back to 5 points ahead. Takes us, if we only draw this game, that would be 4 points ahead because we're drawing. Would take us out of touching distance, though. Every game feels like a local derby. It kind of does, yeah. Charlie Farr into Mooney. Back to Charlie Farr into Chucky. We're playing around Luca. Good save. Is there a TCFC Blue Sky on Instagram? Don't have Twitter anymore. There isn't, Mushroom Man, no. But everything that goes on the Twitter kind of goes on the website. So I'd just stick to that, to be honest, instead. Otherwise, I should look into a way so that it reposts on other things. But yeah, I haven't, basically. 50 minutes on the clock. We still are drawing. Worcester are 2-0 up. This becomes pretty paramount for us to win this game. And Theon Mooney's not playing great, so I'm going to make a change. We're going to go with Josh Onomer in the midfield. Luca plays further forwards. We'll save the Benny sub for now, but we'll see. So now I'm the poster boy for Wyverns FC. You are. You want royalties. You can have a mug if we win the league and you win the giveaway. How's that? If we don't win no, hang on. Which way am I doing it? I can't remember. Yeah, to be fair, the nature of the league is that everyone is sort of a local derby, isn't it? Half an hour to play. I need to shout at these. We've had more chances, but we haven't found the breakthrough yet. Ronaldo Flowers gives it away. But there is a highlight at least. Good header from Sona. Charlie Farr with space to run into. Get yourself down that right-hand side. There's players in the middle. Luca is on the end of this one. I'm sure of it. Brooke Myers. Brooke Myers again. Charlie Farr. Lovely football. 1-0. Okay. Calm, everybody. It's taken 63 minutes, but we have the breakthrough. Woof. Very cool. 65 minutes on the clock. There's a Wyvern FC, is there? That's not us, though, to be fair. We're Three Counties. Senders White would have Trevellered it. He probably would. Vontae Williams, free kick. Is he going to shoot? He crosses. Ronaldo Flowers finds Luca. Finds Vontae again. Patient stuff on the edge of the box. Near, far. Sona. For 2-0. Goes alone. Finds Josh Onomer. First goal for the Wyverns. For the former Spurs man. Now playing for Three Counties FC. It's a lovely finish into the top corner. And we are 2-0 up. And looking good for the 3 points today. This finish is beautiful into that top corner. He has announced his arrival. Who was it? Connor, I think, earlier said that he's going to be important for the run-in. I guess you can kind of say he has been now. He's at least scored a goal. Let's do Chucky off for Benny for this game. Keep it simple. Just do a swap up front, I think. Are the advertising boards moddable like they used to be? I assume they are. Surely. Everything seems more moddable, so I'm assuming they would be. I need to do that, don't I? Going to be vital, yeah. We need to get some new ad boards in, I reckon. Surely they are. That'd be fun. You're right. 2-1. That's a lovely break. Leo Farrell has made it 2-1. Oh dear. Can we mod an indentation from Clayts' head? What does that even mean? If you get where I'm going with that. I do, yes. Definitely should be something we look at. Okay. 10 to play. We need to hold on here. Let's just check in. Are Worcester still winning? They're 5-0 up. So yes. That's annoying because that means their goal difference is going to get even wider. Oh, when you ran into an ad board. Yep. Got you. My bad. Did the concussion wipe your memory? I tried to forget it, to be honest. Yep. Wasn't my finest hour that, was it? I see what you've done. That'd be cool, though. In the game. Just like, Benny! 3-1. Everybody off. Everybody off. Oh, come on. It's not a... If you're watching, you have to be sat at home now going, arf, arf, arf. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. I saw that on Twitter, Pure Clayts Techers. Yeah. Not my finest moment. Did score a pen, though, so at least there was that. Just have your black eye as an ad board. I reckon just put a little bit of blood just on that one. just on that board that's like there. Just imagine if there's a little speck of blood on there, and only we knew why. Are you telling us to bark for you? Kind of. In a way. Yeah. Sort of. Luca, looking for a fourth then. We are going to get the victory today, so relax, everyone. Brooke Myers at the end of it. Charlie Farr. Charlie Farr, near Farr, wherever you are. He scores again. Gets in. You wrote that in an email instead, but called it before I said. Yeah, that is a bit of a warning to people. If you're working from home, both typing in the chat and typing work emails, just be careful not to accidentally type things like arf, arf, arf when speaking to your boss, because that could happen. Just be careful. Imagine you were like, so yeah, I've been working on this project and arf, arf, arf. Fonte Williams with the corner. Big important email as well. That's so funny. That'd be so good. I think you should do it now. Just commit to it. Just sign off with that. Instead of kind regards, right, kind regard far. Just leave it at that. 4-2. I think we're okay because time is literally up now. This goalkeeper does concede goals though. I don't think that's his fault. I think we're okay. We have won the game. Worcester have also won their game. I assume by an outrageous margin. They stay 2 points ahead of us. There is 12 games to go in the league. I have a keyboard that switches between two laptops. I've almost been caught out several times over the past few years. Yeah, that's too scary for me. I'd be getting a separate one. I can't. Right, classy Far. Indeed. Well done, Charlie. You've been good in the last 5 games. Get Reaver back in to balance what would have... his balance would have tripped him out of the way. Maybe. Tripped him into the way. Yeah. I have kind regards to my signature because there was an incident. Why is T right above G? Yep. Okay. That makes sense. That's another thing to be careful of. Yep. Jesus Christ. I won't say that. Sorry. When do Worcester play their next big game? They play Stratford, Royston, Kettering, and then us. 4 games away from playing us. At home to Stratford should be a win. Away at Royston. Where are Royston in the league? I wish I could see it there. 8th. That could be tricky. Fairly tricky. No, Pav. Not doing that. Are we waiting on a work permit? Not work permit. Are we waiting on a coaching license? No active studies. He said no, didn't he? Right, Yambo, you're thinking about selling the club. Surely you can give me a new... I can't even ask for one. I can't even ask for a coaching course. Is that because I've asked not long ago? Why not? I can ask for some of these things though. I'm not going to, I don't think. I don't want them to spend the money. I think I can do more good for the club having the money to spend in transfers and wages rather than then using it all up on a training facility now, to be honest. How the girls getting on? That is a great question. Yes. Let's check in with Leonie at the helm. 3 counties they still have Leonie as manager. They are 3rd after 18 games in the National Premier North. Wolves are above them, and then Burnley. They're doing okay. They're doing all right are the Wyvernettes. Violet Dobson, how many goals have you scored? 11 in 14. She's fantastic. Love that for her. Has she picked up any caps or anything? No, not yet. You're going to do a Wolves women's save. I mean, you might need to. You're not going to do a men's save. Hi, first time chatter. How you doing? I've been looking at buying an FM game, but since the launch for FM26 was abysmal, I hesitated. Has there been any patches to fix the game? There's been loads, actually, Mirois. Oh, no. There's been loads of patches. They are getting there. As you can see, I'm having loads of fun playing the game. You can play the game. Try the demo and actually try it. Remember, a lot of like the launch and stuff, you're just reading people's opinions. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. What matters is your opinion. And you can buy the demo, so it's free, and you can try it. And then if you hate it, you hate it. And if you like it, it sort of doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, does it? And if it is your first game, it'll probably actually be a good thing for you. I would also, it means you can probably ignore a lot of the people complaining because they're complaining about things that they don't like because they've changed from before type of thing. Right, Yambo has said no. The Three Counties Board have sensationally quashed reports of a potential takeover at the club by a rich benefactor. Speculation had mounted in recent days amid talk of a deal for the club to change hands, but that no longer appears to be the case, leaving their immediate future rather uncertain. Yambo stays. I'm led to believe that Yambo has wanted to make this statement for a while. Three Counties set to be off the market as Yambo moves to quash talk of his departure. Football 365 talking about. Imagine Football 365 talking about Three Counties FC. Ridiculous. Hang on. If I feel like that is as good of a moment as we're going to get to play the Yambo song. So it's quite long. Everybody, Yambo. Let's have it again. Why not? Yambo stays. Not a snake, no. It is a classic. We had the lights and everything for this, didn't we, back in the day? Need to bring this back at the start of the stream with the light show. Yeah. Yeah. That was great. Great times. Na 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 na. Yeah, I can't remember how I did those lights. Nobody feels comfortable giving a glowing recommendation. Very clear indication there are still major issues on the game. Okay. Let's talk of a smoke machine. There was, wasn't there? Once upon a time, there was. Thunderstruck always gets me hyped. What a song, yeah. What a song. Let's keep it moving. Bromsgrove Sporting at home? Away? I can't remember. Morning, Clayts. Haven't been able to catch a stream at all. How you doing, that FM girl? I hope you're good. Been keeping up to date on YouTube. Very cool. Very cool indeed. It's cool that you can keep up to date on YouTube. Loads of people seem to be doing that this time, which is fun to see. Let's pick the same team. I know that Josh, I guess there is a bit of a clamour at this stage to bring Josh Onomah in after he scored his first goal. Same with Benny Ashley Seal. Is there a conversation to have about starting him somewhere, or do we just not rock the boat and keep going? I'm leaning towards not rocking the boat, to be honest. We're going to keep going. On your thing, I was going to ignore it, and I can't. On your thing, nobody feels comfortable giving a glowing recommendation. People have good evil, and people get told that they're wrong. So it's just not worth the conversation. Because, like I said before, it literally doesn't matter what other people think of the game. It matters what you think about the game yourself. And like the fact that you get shot, like talked down. If you say something like, I really like the game, people tell you that they don't. So it's sort of like a conversation. Obviously, being a streamer, being a content creator, I have this conversation quite a lot. And I'm just so over it, to be honest. I'm like, I'm having this save is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. If that's what you want from me, go for it. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Obviously, there are issues, but sort of bringing it up and saying is a very clear indication there are still major issues with the game. I don't think we need to be so dramatic about it, to be honest. It's not like breaking news, is it? Right. We play away here. Phil Mooney for an early lead. We needed that. We do indeed take the lead. F Moon scores again. I'd actually say out of our front players, he's been the one who's been a little bit off it. He scored 2 worldies, but in general, he's been not quite as good as he's been earlier on in the season. That, though, is a fantastic finish into this corner. 1-0. I think, unless Worcester have scored early, which they have but also conceded, this would put us... Well, that's not updated yet. This would put us on 92 points apiece. That means, actually, Worcester must have conceded an equaliser, because at one point there they were on 94, weren't they? That's interesting. All I can say is I'm having fun and loads of other people are too. Absolutely, yes. Didn't finish your dinner again? Yeah, just can't help thinking about the missing heat maps, I know. If the game plays well and doesn't have FIFA logic, I'll be happy. Mostly worried about the game not actually working after like 5 seasons. The logic in the engine doesn't break. No. You can play a long-term save for sure. There are little they're like UI things and things not being in places that people want to be. And there are some things that are breaking, but they will fix again. But there's no like game breaking things going on. I wouldn't worry about that. You can absolutely play this game and have fun with it. Yeah. Yesterday I went to a Conference League match of Rakow Czestochowa against Zrinski Mostar. I think you just want me to read those names. The ticket was £7.5. That is very cool though. I'm glad you seem to have enjoyed it. Cinema indeed. That's cool. Is it super quiet for anyone else? I have volume on 100 and can barely hear. That's a youth thing. That must be a youth thing. Mostar is gorgeous. Nice. Well, I'm not quiet, am I, chat? I feel like I'm actually a bit loud, to be honest. I'm shouting, and there's a painter downstairs. In my opinion, 90% of Chucky! Is he on? Felt like he was off, but he's on. Let's listen to the song. Come on, why not?
His name's Chucky. He's a star. He is Caleb Chukwuemeka. He scores goals at the lane, and we see Chucky is his name.
Just went for like the cover over the top there, a little bit of harmonising. Went for a different style on that one for you. Charlie Farr with another assist. Oh, it wasn't even his assist, but a lovely part to play in it, and he's playing very well. We are 3-1 up. Worcester do indeed lead, though. After being pegged back to 1-1, they lead 3-1 at half-time. We're doing our job, though. If we can keep scoring as well, it helps us with the goal difference, which took a bit of a battering, didn't it, when Worcester won by a lot last game and we only won by a goal or two. Charlie's on fire. He is. He is indeed. You can tell that December YouTube ad rev is flowing in. Getting a painter in, just another YouTube million. No, that's not what's happened. No. Chucky penalty. Scores. Sing it.
His name's Chucky. He's a star. He is Caleb Chukwuemeka. He scores goals at the lane, and we see Chucky is his name.
It must be so annoying. I'm so sorry. Do you like the song? Should I stop playing it? Is it annoying? Because he scores quite a lot of goals. Where? At the lane. Goal montage end of the season to the song. Do people want to see that? Do people need to see that? Absolutely not. Right. Meanwhile, us plebs have to paint our own houses and repair our own dishwashers. I know. Yeah, to be fair, I'm just not very good at painting. I've tried and it was bad. And it needs, like, coats. This guy's yeah, we'll see what job he does. But he's very reasonable. It seems nice. I think that's how you get in contact with the actual Chucky. What, with the montage? I'm not sure. If we didn't like the song, we wouldn't be here. Yeah, that's true. That walking celebration with that song was hard AF. True. How many subs to do the Chucky montage and send it to him? Oh my word. I actually don't want to. Ian, he actually, I feel like he might be able to hear me, but he's included in the price the paint, which I was not expecting. London painters don't, which is very good. How many subs, chat? We are on, what, 131 now. How many subs to make a goal montage to the Chucky song and send it to Chucky at the end of the season? Because that is thoroughly embarrassing. I don't know, Greenest. Yeah, maybe. That'd be good, wouldn't it? London Painters absolutely do not know. 250? If you hit 250, I'll do it. Because that's not happening. I'll agree to that. If you hit 250 subs, I will send Chucky a DM. You can see it, and it'll yeah, perfect. Can I veto it? I mean, Leonie's here, being the voice of reason again. Shock. I counter you. If Chucky scores a Champions League goal, you have to do it. I mean, if he scores a Champions League goal, yeah, you have to, right? Especially if we've had him here from the beginning of the game. True. Right, 4-1. They have scored a goal, which is annoying for our goal difference, but it should be okay. It's 80th minute. I might do subs, but let's wait for this highlight first. How many total songs do you have for players? Loads, to be honest. If I went through the entire back catalogue, there is quite a lot. 132. No. Right, let's do subs. He's on a hat-trick, so we'll leave him on. We'll bring Benny on. We'll bring Josh on. Or Ulad Mahand. And we'll do Sendles White on at right back. Rest Charlie Farr because he's becoming very, very important. Hi, mate. Big fan. I made a song to Britney Spears of all your goals for my football team and football manager. Just thought you might want to see it. At what point do you think Bishop will be available? That's a question, isn't it? Do you reckon we buy Frankie Bishop, or is the ultimate villain? Just want the song of the Mohawk back. Yeah. He will never join. I think he hates us, right? He never will be. Does he have Frankie's impossible? Oh yeah, that's true. He's got a pre-agreed mood. He's literally impossible. You're right. That's why. He's got an agreed move to... Is it to Saudi or something? It's 4-2. That's annoying. Lads, stop conceding. I want the goal difference to be improved. I haven't checked the Worcester score for a while, by the way. They might not be winning. They were 2-1 up when we last checked. This keeper loves to concede a couple of goals late every game. They're on the attack again. If they score again here, this could be the bottle job of all bottle jobs. It's not going to be because Benny Ashley Seal's going to score a goal. Maybe Brooke Myers is. He's put it wide. Isn't that the third 4-2 in a row? Is it actually? I think we made one of them 5-2. Are we actually doing a Hereford? Maybe. Are Worcester winning? They are. They're 3-2 up. Right, watch this. Stratford are going to get an equaliser in added time. Come on, Stratford. Actually, what's going to happen is that they're going to score another here and make it 4-3. You should see my bottle the other day. It was more impressive than Madrid. I won't have it. It won't be more impressive than that Madrid one, surely. If Worcester don't go up with us, we'll remove it so we can move, I think. But they hopefully rise with us. Yes, true. Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? Okay, blow the whistle, ref. But please also, Stratford Town score a goal against Worcester. Did they score? No. Worcester have also won. It stays 2 points. I say that's more impressive. Let's see. I can't click that there for some reason. Leone has done this bottle job, by the way, chat. I feel like we should show everybody this to share it with you. You're obviously Bournemouth. You were 5-1 up. You're 5-2 up in the 90th minute and drew 5-5. Oh my word, what's happened there? Gittins gooey. That is horrible. That is horrendous. Who have you signed? That's it. Endrick plays for Bournemouth. That's fun. Adley, Lodi, Clivert. You got Keith Schmidt. Semenyo, Evanilson, Senesi, Diakita. It's very, very Bournemouth. Still this first season. That is a proper FMA. That's horrible. Yikes. Cost you the Conference League. Oof. I won the Conference League with Palace last night. Very fun. Johan Manzambi is the GOAT. The GOAT of FM26. I'm telling you. What a player. I love YouTube comments. You know, we did a video which is we gave hashtag the 600,000 seater stadium. The last comment just on that video is just somebody saying traffic must be terrible. I love it. It's so true. Sendles White has offers in leading. Did you record the top 10? Yes, top 10 strikers recorded. Will be up on the channel hopefully possibly today at 3 p.m. because Tom is just sending it through today. So yes, hopefully. I don't know why they extended the video. Why did they expand a stadium that holds 656,000? They ended up with 720 odd. Why? Why is FM Logic so weird? Right, Sendles White might leave here, which is terrifying. Breezy, how are you, my friends? Thank you, dude. Thank you. Up the tags, indeed. Thank you for 63 months. Chat, I feel like you should do some sub emotes. We've not really done loads of those today. I feel like we should get them in. I might do some new emotes. We don't really use emotes that much here, do we? I reckon we can keep some of the proper OG ones and then maybe do some more. What a man, Breezer, though. What a man. And Matt, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. By the way, chat, if you're new and you haven't followed yet, it's free. You could just follow. Also, if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, you could also do that. That'd be cool, couldn't it? I think I can see YouTube subscribers as well. At least some, it might be to do with settings, but I can definitely see that from some of you. So there you go. I'm basically new. You basically are, yeah. Right, we are now very close to this Worcester game. I think my aim, we've got what? Half an hour. I think my aim might be to try and get these 2 games done and we start next stream. Because then I can go and do the graphics. We can put it on the website. We can go and do all that good stuff. Sunday starts with Worcester at home. And then it's only 5 games to get to the summer. And we can start transfers based on whether we get promoted or not. Which is quite fun. 52k in a day or so. That one about to take over the Twins. I know it's done very well. People seem to like it. The experiments are fun to make and people like them. There's no real downside. Especially when we're trying to make them really good videos as well. So yeah, it's done well. All right. Any news on Neymar? What does that mean? Are you asking? You're asking Breezy. That makes more sense. I was like, no news from me. Right. Let's do the same team. I don't know why I do this every time. This is a tricky game. Who said earlier? Because I'm looking at you. Real Bedford. Somebody said this is where we trip up. I think it was Ollie. And I'm scared now that that's going to happen. But we'll see. How often do you stream, by the way? I stream at least 2 times a week is the plan. I'd like it to be 3 is my plan. But we did stream on Tuesday and then it got cut short. I'd like to make it. And I think this kind of works. If we did Tuesday, Friday, Sunday as our 3 streams, we'd make real progress with the save. And it keeps the momentum going. And I kind of think it would sort of work. And I think I could probably fit that into my schedule as long as I get my video recorded on the Monday. So it's all about making it work, like the workflow, but I think that would work for me. And I've been saying this for about 2 years now. We need to come up with a proper schedule. I'm going to try my best to make that the schedule, I think. And if we do the mornings, I've been playing around with afternoons and stuff. And it just becomes more difficult to actually fit in. If I do the morning, I do that, and then I can plan the rest of the day around it, type of thing. But we'll see. We'll see. TLDR, a West Ham fan channel who's known for making up stuff, claimed that Neymar wants to sign for West Ham. We had a good laugh about it the other day. That's ridiculous. Yeah, fair enough. They're bankrolled IRL by some crypto bloke. Yes, Matty, we talked about that last time. Weird, isn't it? I think we drew to them last time. It'd be nice to get an early goal here, potentially. Come out to Flowers, to Myers. Into Vontae Williams. He's going to go for goal himself, is he? And score, Vontae! Come on! Yeah, Pav also gave them extra money in this save too. We lead. Vontae Williams takes the corner and it eventually makes its way back to him. And he does what they do on FM26 quite a lot, which is get the ball in a tight position and find a way to shoot. It's a lovely little dribble, actually. And the finish is good, like off the bar into the roof of the net type of thing there. That's pretty cool. This is season 1, Flute Dude. So if you're new joining, you only got 1 season to catch up on. Last season, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I give it to Vontae Williams. Exactly. Right. I need to check the Worcester score. Let's have the highlight first and see. Has Jack discovered any more good food? He loves cucumber. He's obsessed. So it's been very difficult to give him any other food because he loves cucumber so much. Like, he properly eats it, which is wild. And we've tried loads now. He's tasted it. He doesn't hate any other ones, but he just, like, goes feral for cucumber. Almost got Whamageddon. You did almost get Whamageddon there. That is true. Close, but you're okay. I don't think me singing it counts, does it? Especially if it's got words changed. Did you try the avocado? Yeah, he's had some, like, pureed avocado. Fine. It's okay. But cucumber, he just loves it. I saw a guy named Ronaldo Flowers in a video and he's now my favourite. That is him. He's been good today as well. Scored some important goals. I didn't check the Worcester score. Charlie Farr cleared off the line. You're out on day one, were you? Is it December 1st that Whamageddon starts? I don't think I think I'm still in. It's dangerous saying that on the internet, isn't it? 132 subs and we send Chucky the jingle. No! We've scored again now. 2-0. I don't know who scored that goal. I think it was Ronaldo. No? I don't know, but it's now 2-0. Ronaldo Flowers into... It was Chucky deflected into Mooney. F Moons, 2-0. Come on. I have no idea what this is, but okay. Oh, so Whamageddon is when... how long you can last without hearing the song Last Christmas by Wham. As soon as you hear it, you lose. Oh, let's check the Worcester score. Approaching half-time, Worcester are playing Royston Town away and are leading. Oh, yeah, I could have made something up, couldn't I, for Beyond there? You're right. That's a shame. It's all good. We'll just be honest. It's fine. It's okay. Right, we're actually at the 3-hour mark as well, by the way, chat. That's flown by today. And I do have lots of things I need to go and do today, but I want to play... I think we probably could leave it at this game, to be honest. I think we'd be fine. You're with Fairy Tale of New York. I don't know if I've heard any Christmas songs this year. Other than the ones Kat sings to Jack all the time since about November the 4th. Anything that discouraged listening to the single best Christmas song ever written should be banned, in my opinion. What, Last Christmas? Best Christmas song ever written is obviously Leona Lewis, though. Is it One Last Time? Is that what that's called? No, what's it called? I don't even know what it's called, so it's definitely not that, is it? Kiss, one more sleep. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, that's the best Christmas song. Solid argument for it. Good anecdote, Clayts. I've literally just didn't know the name. You know what I mean, though. I know that that's good. I know that I like that one. One more sleep until we can. Well, we sang that once as a So basically, every Christmas song is about like kissing the person that you love, right? There's loads of them that are like that, and it's like they're like very romantic, and there's a lot of like most of them are like love stories in that way. Basically, any Christmas song. We sang it as our year 6 Christmas song for like the carol concert that they do in year 6. And we had a mum complain it's inappropriate. Kissing or Jesus. Yeah, literally all of them. Right? But yeah, no, a mum complained. And I said to my head teacher, I was like, that's ridiculous. I said, grow up, basically, to the mum. And the head teacher was like, oh, just choose a different song. I can't remember what we chose, but it was worse. Way worse. I bet you don't miss Carol's concerts. No. Not at all, yeah. Mum, imagine complaining about that. I was like, get a life. I didn't say that, obviously. I went, all right. Gave basically like, passag. I went, okay. My friend's mum wouldn't speak to her for a week because she said it's funny because he's the one who looks like he... Right. Christ alive. Ruddy Karens, exactly. Exactly. I don't want them to be watching... that's what happened. Do you want some drama, chat? This is going to be hilarious if any of these people ever watch it. That's what happened. We've just conceded, by the way. We do need to concentrate, but I've got some gossip from when I was a teacher from about 3 years ago, which I feel like you're going to be interesting because now it's all coming back to me. What actually happened is they complained about that song, said that song is inappropriate. You can't sing it. And instead of... We didn't choose another song. Their granddad, the granddad of the kids, had written a Christmas song, and we had to sing that Christmas song that granddad had written instead. And it was terrible. Awful. And they all hated it. All of the other kids hated it. And we had to sing that as the song. That's Karening, isn't it? Anyway, I'm fine about it. I'm not still livid about it all these years later. But isn't that like overstepping the mark, surely, right? It almost feels like there was an agenda there, really. It wasn't about the song, was it? It was about wanting them to play the Grandad's song. Twist, Grandad's in prison now. Pav, you are on one today. The Grandad, by all accounts, was a lovely man. I think he came in. I don't think I was there, but I think he came in and taught them the song. The song wasn't great. It wasn't a top 10 hit. I'll say that. And it wasn't Leona Lewis. His granddad wasn't Leona Lewis. The kids were actually lovely as well, which is a shame. And I really feel like the mum was fine most of the time, but maybe it's just that they really wanted the Grandad song there. Yeah, to be fair, I'm surprised Pav didn't go with that Mitro as what he was going to say. That's kind of been the theme of what he's been going for today instead, isn't it? Is it on Spotify? I bet it's got less plays on Spotify than his name's Chucky. He santed. No, he didn't. Ronaldo Flowers, 2-1. 3-1, sorry. We are going to get ourselves the win today. Worcester still lead 1-0, by the way. This was a bit worrying, but we are going to get the victory today. I'm sorry. I lost it a little bit there because Pav said in the chat he covered Santa Baby. Santa Baby, but it was Grandad Baby. Grandad Baby. Right. That's it. We're stopping that. I'm not saying any more of that. And we're also going to move on. We're winning 3-1. Let's check the Worcester score. 2-0. The look of disgust on your face when you read that. Grandad Baby. Slip a little under the tree. Oh my God. It's so sinister. So sinister. Leonie's just said, Clayts, as a member of your team, I strongly advise you don't sing any more of that song. It's what I'm here for, and I knew he would sing it. Right, I'm not. That was too much. I did sing too much. You're right. Ricky, when you edit this, do not put that bit in the VOD, okay? In the highlights. It doesn't need to be, and I'll cut it out of the stream VOD. That's fine. Let's check in. We are on with 10 games to go, chat. 10 games to play. We are 2 points off Worcester City at the top of the league. We are on 95. They're on 97. They win every game. We win every game. But next time out, we play Worcester City in the second game. There's not 10 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many games have we played? There's only 22. That makes more sense. I thought there's 24 teams in the league. It is a 42-game season, so there are 6 games to go. That makes so much more sense. For some reason, I thought there's 24. Next time, we play pretty much a title-deciding derby game against Worcester City. And then we just have to hold our own. We also play Spalding away from home, who we did lose to or drew to, who are pretty terrifying and not very good. Get that on TikTok, no. Next time, though, Sunday, 10 a.m., put it in your diaries, we decide this title. I'm going to drop a save, and we are going to see... We're going to see ourselves out there by finishing up today. Today's stream has been an absolute blast, chat. I massively appreciate you guys. This has been so much fun. But we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. Springsteen version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town is the best Christmas song. Fair enough. Debate that all you like. But I'm going to call it there for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's been loads of fun. Some stream highlights and things will be coming to the YouTube channels in the next couple of days. There's also a new video, top 10 strikers video coming. We're going to put it on Clayts 2 and then also then collaborate with Clayts 1 as well. And we'll go from there. Surprise Lab Baby hasn't done it yet. Very true. Grandad Baby is a raid message. Right, chat. I'll tee up a raid. When you go into another chat, you need to write Grandad Baby, slip... no, stop singing it. Slip a little under the tree for... Under the tree for me. Okay, you can copy and paste this. And before we go, I'm gonna see us out by listening to the song from earlier from Halmers, right? Was that? I think I've said your name right there. We're gonna listen to your band song. We're gonna listen to that one, and we'll go and do a raid. But thank you so much for hanging out. Why is he there? For Enzo Maresca's on the screen as well, for Christ's sake. Right, Grandad Baby, slip it under the tree for me. I'll catch you in the next one, chat. See you on Sunday. What a ridiculous stream. Love you guys to bits. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye. Good bloody Lord Christ.